Hello.
Hey, Danielita.
Hey, Kakiro. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm hoping that we can finish this painting today.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping, hoping
Yeah.
being the key word here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think it has changed. In fact, yesterday I had to change um, something about it. Can you tell what it is? I
Let
didn't
me
tell you, but
see. The mm, you changed the hair strands? You
no,
did.
but what
No?
I changed made some of the hair strands feel evident. So you can't
Mm,
cheat.
how? How would
Well,
I
looking at an image from yesterday.
No. Uh is it the background?
Yeah,
Like
but
the wall in the back?
what happened to it?
You made it. The thing is that I have my camera there. Wait. To move. So you took the diagonal
Yes.
thing out. The thing is that to be honest, to be fair,
Yeah.
my camera is covering
Oh,
that
so maybe
section,
that
so it
hasn't
would be
changed. It
no,
hasn't changed for you that much then.
well, I can see it now,
Yeah.
but I thought that my camera was covering it. So then I
Oh,
had
there
to
we go.
move it so I could realize that
Okay.
something happened.
Perfect.
But
Perfect. Yeah, no, that's what I eventually ended up changing. And I think I opted for changing it because like I it's a very weird painting in terms of design, if I have to be honest. It's really strange. I guess the quirkiness of it is what sort of makes it interesting. I feel
mhm.
it's part of the the how enchanting the picture I may be. Um, but there was this actually there was a car here. That's the thing. There was like a bit of a car right
Mhm.
there, and I thought I could, instead of the car, just uh kind of fake like a shadow mask coming
Yeah.
from whatever outside the picture plane.
Which I remember you said you wanted it to be like a lot more darker than the upper part at the
Mm,
beginning when you were doing the underpainting, which I like that you took out because I think you're changing the way you were approaching like the leaves in the upper part of the painting.
yeah,
Because at the beginning you said you wanted that to be strong, like bottom heavy, and
yeah,
then not as heavy in the top.
yeah.
But if you took that from the like the bottom left side, it's because you maybe are thinking in making it heavier up.
No, not so much. I mean, it makes total sense what you're saying. Um, I think it's very hard to sacrifice the fact that you're gonna go first here, because I think it's where, I mean, it's a portrait, so we're
Mm-hmm.
just gonna always gravitate towards portraits.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's contrast here. There's like shapes that are sharper here. There's more detail, and that's why I thought I'm gonna keep the sort of molding in the back. Um, if you're traversing front to back,
Mm-hmm.
there is a space between your head, even if it's a smaller space.
No, it is. It
It's a
is.
space
There,
between
there
your
it is.
head
Yeah.
and the back of the chair.
Yeah, you can see it.
So, initially I thought, well, it's a weird image, but if I make you important in the bottom, and if I make this important up top, it's just going to be too much. It
Mm-hmm.
really is.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's going to be like this kind of fluttering bits of foliage, it's too much. It's
Mm-hmm.
too much. And I think I started realizing how much it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw that, and then when I saw this breaking also the plane, and then all these like long cast shadows here too,
Mm-hmm.
it just didn't. There was something about it that I was like, I don't know. I just don't like it. And I thought, well, what if it's open? And then I thought, well, if it's open, it's going to feel empty. And I got a little insecure about it feeling empty. But as soon as I started covering it up, I realized, okay,
Because
what
it
if
feels
these
like
two little strands, well, this
air.
and
Yeah.
this one, so let's say three. What if those three tiny little strands can activate that bit of space?
Yeah, because it feels like the air. Like you can see that the wind is part of the portrait too.
Yeah, tiny little gust, which is completely made up, but I don't know. It seemed to work,
I
so I went
I
with it.
like it.
Um, yeah, and then I thought, I even thought, okay, if I do that, I can. Since there are some drawing marks here, I was like, I could draw some leaves. Like I could start drawing some leaves in the back,
Mhm.
but I think it's just too much. Like the more I thought of how to balance it, the more it meant like just do more and more. Like add these things here, maybe add some drawing marks
Yeah.
to the chair. But I think that's also like an effort in trying to make everything the same.
Mhm.
And I don't think this is a sort of painting that everything needs to be the same. I was even very scared about this one. I thought for the longest time like I could cut it off. And this kind of darker space.
Mhm.
And I'm still not sure about it, but I think I like it.
Mhm.
I just think it in some weird way it solidifies the fact that it's a horizontal composition, and there are just like these beats to the composition. um so there's this empty space, then there's like this little fragment of foliage, this little bit of hair, this molding. If you're going left to right, then there's this portrait, then the molding continues, because this is like the place where probably the lightest and brightest, so the
Mhm.
most saturated and light meets like the darkest and most saturated.
Mhm.
There's a light kind of yellow orange meeting a dark kind of yellow green yellow. Um, and then you kind of continue that way. There's a beat here of the upholstery, and there's this thing here that I have to finish today, and then there's this other one, and finally this other kind of bar, vertical bar.
Mhm.
So maybe I thought, okay, instead of like this empty space, instead of feeling like boof, I thought it could feel more abstract
Mhm.
in the way it read.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
just
yeah.
makes it weirder, I feel like quirkier.
Mhm.
And I think the painting has to feel kind of quirky. Um I don't know. I think the quirky is it's kind of what you were alluding to yesterday, which I thought was very cool. In I think you said cheap. Did you say cheap or in my
I said
mind?
tacky.
Okay, tacky. Yeah, yeah. So that's perfect. That's kind of what I was thinking also, like kind of cheap and tacky is perfect. That there is this weirdness to it that I think it has to be embraced.
Yeah,
Instead
which
of
I
like running away from it, it's like, nah, just do it.
because I think that's the reason why you gravitated to that specific chair.
Yeah, it felt out of place.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a strange way to try to, like, it's really hard to try to paint something that's coherent in a painting, but it feels out of place.
Mhm.
That's a very strange thing to do because it almost feels like it's going against the nature of the painting.
Mhm.
So, um, so I felt that that was the bigger challenge of this painting. It's full of like smaller challenges of painting a portrait or painting, these this bit of wood in sunlight, um, trying to compose it, trying to find like just enough, just barely, because I could have made. I also thought, no, these shapes are a little kind of fluttery. I should make these shapes, the
Mhm.
shape of these leaves, just like like better shapes. But then I thought, what am I doing? I'm wanting everything to just
Be on
be
front, yeah.
something. Yeah, try to be something. And it was then when I realized, like, no, no, no. I'm just, I'm trying to make every bit of the painting. I'm trying to balance it by making every bit of the painting feel like it's the protagonist of the painting.
Mhm.
And I don't think that that's the purpose.
Mhm.
So I think, yeah. So I think the bigger challenge, the cooler, bigger challenge of the painting, and that it ends up being that, the lesson in the painting ends up being this attempt, this sort of almost like desperate attempt to try to balance something that is meant to be off balanced. So very strange, but very interesting also,
Mm-hmm.
trying to do those things. So yeah, that's where we're at. It's a little difficult, but I think I kind of, for the painting to be something, it's first, like the first thing you have to do is recognize what you want it to be,
Yeah.
which I think it was the thing that was giving me the hardest time at the beginning. And I was gonna say at the beginning, and it's like, no, it's even like during the execution of the painting. It seems so simple. Seems so simple to say, to do like bottom heavy. I guess if it was a vertical, it could be easier. Just like a bottom heavy vertical, like painting head towards the bottom, and then this like super tall throne, the shapes of a throne in the back. That's kind of like a nice painting, I guess. But then it would just be about the place of the throne, like relationship between person and
Mm-hmm.
throne like, chair.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Instead of this kind of gaudy, golden thing that, I don't know. Maybe it is about that. Maybe it is about this golden thing that just doesn't have a place in anywhere. Um, yeah, yeah. So I still don't know.
It does pretty much have a place in the painting.
Yeah, maybe
A,
that's where
a
it
thousand
lives.
percent.
That's where it can live. That's where it's meant to live. Maybe.
Again, it feels like I said, like the kingdom or queendom, I don't know,
Oh, however you want to call it.
of
It's your reign.
the
So,
queendom of the tropics. I love it.
do you think it's tropical
Well,
because of the leaves? Maybe because of the
no, because of the heat.
illusion. Oh, sun
Because,
plus
well,
leaves.
I mean, and because where we are from, I mean,
Yeah,
I think I associate. I mean, if I think of a like a hot weather, I think about the tropics more
yeah,
than thinking about, I don't know, summer in other places of the world.
yeah,
Maybe that's why I associate it with that.
yeah. But think about this, and maybe you reach the same conclusion. But if you had to, if you started with that title, if you said, Queen of the Tropics, would you paint this painting?
Yeah,
Yeah, because I
maybe.
would paint like a different painting. I would
Yeah,
think
well,
about
because I'm
something
not
completely
saying
different.
no. I'm not talking like me in the chair. It's like I'm the queen of the tropics. No, I'm talking about like that chair in that light. I just I don't know. Maybe because of the sun, the painted sun. That's why I think
Mm.
about it. But no, you're right. I mean, if I start from the title
Yeah,
and then think about a painting, I wouldn't get to this painting. And
yeah.
I'm not trying to say that all the time, like trying to make you title it that, because
That's
I don't
always what
think,
happens. You're always fishing for titles.
no, because
You
I don't
always want to
think,
be the author of the titles
no,
of the
because to
paintings.
be honest, I don't think that title would totally fit this.
Yeah,
So,
I think I've temporarily. I don't even know if I've titled it more, but I think I went with royal at first, just royal. Sometimes I'm like I like titles being single words.
yeah. Well, the video it's called Royal Portrait in the Sun.
Yeah, so yeah, that sounds like a Beatles song, but
Or like a competition of like the ones we saw on TV.
that like the weirdest
Uh-huh.
competitions, like rolling the cheese down the mountain.
No, not that one, the one that's painting, Nicola.
Oh, oh, I thought it sounded cool.
No.
If it was
Well,
like,
that would be amazing, yeah. So this is
how
like,
much can your queen stand in the sun?
yeah.
In 40-degree Celsius weather.
41.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's good. That's good. No water. You know,
Yeah.
just regal until you drop.
Mm-hmm. No, but I was talking about the painting competitions.
Yeah.
I mean, because Royal Portrait in the Sun would be like one special edition of the TV
Oh,
program.
you're right. You're right. It could sound like a theme for one of
Yeah,
the what are they called? The
I
The
forgot.
Sky Portrait Painter of the Year.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Yes. So, should we say hi?
In this Friday evening, yes.
This Friday evening. Oh, I forgot it was Friday
You forgot it
already.
was Friday?
I forgot it was Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for us, in our defense, it's like every day is just, they're kind of the same, I feel.
Well, but not in. That sounded. I don't know.
Maybe it's good.
Well, because I would say in the good way.
Yeah.
Because that sounded maybe like every day is just the
No,
same.
no, no. Not like every
They
day
just
is the
blend
same.
together and they make a bunch of nothing. And I don't think
Well,
it's
no,
like
we're not
that.
in jail, but yeah, no, no, no. In a good way that I'm kind of detached. Like to me, a Monday doesn't mean anything.
What did you said?
I'm kind of detached,
You're kind of
detached.
perfect.
Yeah, I'm kind of detached because I don't feel anything. Like if it's Friday, it's Friday. If it's Sunday, it's Sunday. It doesn't quite mean anything. It probably and when we're without Samu and Fer, the week that they're not here, I think it means like I only associate Sunday the day they come. When they're here, obviously it's like school days. So yeah, of course, it means that I have to wake up really early. But that's about it. I like for me it just doesn't like nothing else seems to like change. Like we both wake up and work and we have to do like a bunch of stuff and
But I mean, I get what you're saying, but I kind of feel the days still. Because, for example, Wednesday is shipping day.
oh, shipping day.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know that. So then that
I
makes,
like shipping day. Yes. I
but
like
that makes
thinking of shipping day.
Tuesday the packing day.
Pre-shipping day?
The
Oh,
packing
yeah,
and
yeah.
the permits day, like
Yeah, I pack
filling all the FedEx papers so we can
yeah,
send things.
paperwork. Yep, yep, yeah. No, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Yeah,
But
we do
then,
have certain days, certain things that have to be done in certain days.
yeah, but then it's Thursday. So it's the day I check if the permits from the culture of minister, what? Minister of Culture have
How to
arrived.
culture of ministry. Yes,
Culture of
I love
Ministry
that.
have arrived or not.
Yeah.
And then Friday is the day I work in different things sometimes, or I can sometimes go to run an errand if I have something to do. So I get what you're saying
Yeah.
because it's not like when I was, I don't know, back at art school and every day would mean like Monday would mean something, Tuesday would mean like different things.
Yeah.
But now they're like kind of the same again in the good way, in a good way. But I still have like some assignments in my head that make me realize what day of the week it is that
Mm.
we're in.
Well, yeah,
So,
I guess it's good that it gives structure, I feel.
mm-hmm.
I'm horrified that it's September. It's
Yeah, time has
I
been
mean, yeah, and
flying like crazy.
I don't like to be one of those people that it always sounds like super old, like people that are, "Oh my god, this year."
Flew
It's
by
like,
me,
come on,
flew by me.
every
Yeah.
single year is the same comment.
No, but because I have to be honest, I feel that there's been years that felt like years, like a year.
Oh, the year that felt like a year.
Yeah.
I like that. I
But
like that title.
there's been years that feel like 6 months
Yeah.
that I just like think about it and it's like, wait, no. Like, how?
Yeah.
So,
You know what's also been happening, for example, in with my nieces and nephews? They're
mhm.
getting older. Like my niece started school in Chicago.
Abroad, yeah.
Yeah. She's going to be a performer now, a dancer and singer. So that's weird, but the day is here. And before that, Kami had already started with his school,
With the
with his
college.
university, yeah. And like in a year and a half, a year. No, like a year. Pablo is gonna start.
Yeah, your other
My
nephew.
other nephew.
And
It's
my
very
little cousin's
strange.
gonna start school soon. And today, the daughter of my cousin started like big school,
Yeah,
like school.
yeah. So
So yeah,
I think
time.
those kind of landmarks just feel wow.
Yeah, because yesterday I was thinking about that. I was like, is she really entering school? And then I was like, of course she is. I mean, they're not babies anymore.
Yeah, I feel that when for example when my nieces and nephews were younger,
Mm-hmm.
that like Christmas is super cool and they enjoy it like so much.
Yeah.
It would take longer to get to Christmas again.
Yes.
It would get so much longer. But now that they're old, it's like I mean Christmas is still great and my family still meets for Christmas, your family still meets for Christmas. So it's really fun, but you've experienced Christmas with little kids, so
Yes.
it's so different. It's
Yeah.
so much
No.
cooler.
And I would say it's 10 times better.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Because, I mean, it's cool to be like with your family, with like if everyone's adult, you can have like fun conversations and that's it. But that's it.
yeah.
But for kids, it's like the magic
Oh,
of
it's
Christmas
amazing.
and the presents
Probably
and
happiest moments of my life, I
yeah.
feel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, so I think those have changed for my family. It's like it was amazing when all these little kids were like we were old at some point and now there were all these little kids. And now we're getting to the point again where everyone's just old again.
Well, you have a young nephew. She's
Niece, yeah, yeah,
niece,
yeah.
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 Disque nephew, I'm sorry. Niece.
Yeah. Yeah, and I guess Fed is still, still young,
Yes,
but
but
not really.
again, I mean, I think you think about her as a little kid,
No,
and
no,
she's
my
not
my
anymore.
struggle is that she's not.
No, but part of you, yes. Like when you refer to her, I think it's like your little daughter uh conception in your head. It's like my dad. I mean, he's like terrified that when he comes here, they ask if he's going to Señora Daniela, I don't know how to say that. Like
Mrs.
Mrs. Daniela's house. And the first time he was like, I know you're old now, but you're my little girl. Like I see you like my little kid.
Yeah.
So I would always think of you as a little kid. And then it's like, no, 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 wait. I mean, she's old.
Oh, you're old.
And I
Yes.
think that happens to you too with Fer. Because you're like, no, yeah, she's little. And then you're like, oh my God. Like there's things that make you realize that she's not that little
Yeah, I know.
anymore.
No.
So,
But I think it's the same way as when I think of my sister, my
mm-hmm.
youngest sister. My mind, like I just say Luisa, but my mind says my little sister.
Yeah.
Like literally, my mind says still my little sister.
Who has a daughter of 18 years old.
Oh yeah, her daughter is the one that just started college.
Yeah.
But
So it's like,
I say my little sister.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
it's
clean my
very
glasses there.
it's very weird. It's very strange. But yeah, but I don't want to sound like that because I always feel annoyed by the people that's like, "Oh my god." It's like year flew by. What
But,
is time?
you know,
What is
no, but
time?
I think, I mean, I'm never annoyed, but that by that people. Because I get it. I mean, sometimes it's like you really are shocked
Yeah.
that it's almost 2023.
Having said that,
And last,
time has flown
like,
by. What is
yeah.
time?
And like 1 month ago, it was 2019, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, it's like, yeah, weird. But I was going to say that, I mean, now that we were talking about like years feeling like years or years feeling like less
years.
than a year or more than a year, I feel like, I mean, now that I
Mhm.
have my little cousin
Yeah.
and I spend time with him,
Yeah.
I feel like if I think about years that have passed, it's like they flew by. Like he's growing so much. But when I think about the days, like an entire day that I spend with him, it's like the day has 60 hours.
Oh yeah, they're
Like this
it's
day is
an
never
eternity.
ending.
Yeah.
I mean, because
It's like,
sometimes
okay,
I
kid,
can
I'm exhausted.
exactly if I take like a day off, I could be like, I don't know, watching TV or doing whatever, and I realize it's 6 p.m.
Yeah.
and that's it. But when I'm with him, I'm like, okay, we've been playing for 4 hours, and then I realize it's been just like 30 minutes. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
kids.
and that's time. That flies
Mm.
like crazy.
Flies like crazy.
So let's say hi.
Yes.
So Liad was saying hello.
Hey,
Hey,
Leon.
Liad. Nathan Parrott was saying hair color.
Mine, skin.
Mine red now. Well, yeah, ginger-ish, brownish. How would you describe it, Nicolas?
Oxide?
Oxide? I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
maybe.
Yeah. So I would love to be a ginger. But yeah, it's like no, but it's red. I mean, it's not like before that it was like brown with a little bit of blonde.
I think every version of you has been perfect.
No, you're too kind, but I'm referring to the color. I mean,
Perfect.
that has nothing to do with that. And for me, I realized now I have red hair because my little cousin
Yeah.
did a drawing for me and he used the red color for my hair.
Oh, that
So that
must
means something.
mean something, yeah.
Exactly. Gaby dice, Oli, Dani cada vez más ginger. Uy, ¿será que estoy más ginger hoy? Hola, Gaby.
Mm,
Sí, por
mm.
fin ginger. Pero sí. Lástima es que no parezco ginger original.
Pero
Hoy pronto sí.
no. Pero ese es como un yearning tuyo así todo
No.
extraño o
No, es que siempre
o
me ha
es como de
parecido.
mentira.
No. Es que siempre me ha parecido, o sea, desde que tengo memoria, me ha parecido como la combinación más linda. O sea, sobre todo una mujer pelirroja como Ginger, me parece que son súper bonitas.
Sí.
Entonces, sí. Miriam Díaz,
¿Quién es Miriam Díaz?
mi cholis, mi mamá,
Ah.
dice, hello, mis maestros preferidos, un abrazo inmenso. Hello, mi choli bean, que ya no debe estar acá. And Liad was saying, I beat you to it, Danny. I already posted on Discord. Oh, thank you, Liad. Yeah, sometimes when you're doing the intro of what we're gonna do
Yeah.
for the day,
Yeah.
I usually
Try
try
to
to notify people in Discord if they want to join us.
Oh.
Yeah, but today I didn't, but Liad did.
Oh,
So.
thank you, Leah.
Carla Anglada was saying hi, everyone. Hey, Carla, how
Hello,
are you?
Carla.
Marcelo Peralta was saying hi, Danny and Nico. Hi, Nathan, Gabriela, Miriam, Liat, and Carla.
Oh my God,
Oh,
that
that's
was
very
very
nice.
formal.
Marcelo.
Yeah, extra points with your mom, I guess.
Yeah. Bruno V was saying hello. How your guys' day going?
It's going good.
Good. Yeah. It's good. I went to the bank.
Yeah.
And I have to say, your bank,
Yes.
it's like
I don't own a
Express
bank.
Line.
Yeah, I
No,
don't own a
well,
bank.
the bank you use.
The bank I give my life to.
Your life.
I
Is
mean,
your money your life? No, please.
Well, no, money. No. But, it's,
No, your bank. The
it's
bank
thing
you
that
have an
you
account
the
in.
thing that you owe most of your life to.
No, Nicolas.
Yeah. Credit cards. You can
Thing-
pay school through there. You can pay your rent through there.
So the bank you have an account in
Yeah.
it has no lines.
Mm.
Well, I was in line in your bank the last time. I told
Maybe
you.
you attract
But-
lines, queues.
But my bank,
Yeah, it sucks.
it
actually sucks. I hate to tell you, but
No, but I have to say the virtual platform of my bank
mm-hmm.
is really good.
Well,
I
yeah.
like it so much. I mean, it's so easy to pay uh the things of the apartment. It's
Yeah.
like one click done. And there's never like struggles with my virtual account.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I just don't like when I have to go to the bank cuz this specific office is super crowded.
Horrendous.
So cuz I mean,
It's the worst.
in front of my mom, like
Yeah.
one block apart,
Yeah.
there's one office of this bank
Yeah.
and it's great. I mean, it's empty always. The one I have near our house, madness. Yeah.
Sucks.
So I was playing my game in the phone. You were
Irresponsible.
playing your game too.
Well, I was waiting for you. I had done
Yeah,
all
but
my.
you were funny because I was like, I'm done, and you were like, come, sit, and I was like, what's happening? And you were like, no, wait, because I'm winning in the game.
Yeah.
So we were sitting after that in the bank,
Yeah.
waiting for your match.
Yeah. That's when your
end.
bank didn't become so terrible.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
comfortable. It has chairs,
it has chairs.
so that's something.
I know. That probably for people from that are not from here is gonna sound like, oh, that's great. It has chairs.
Yeah. So let's see. Roxana Toff was sending an emoji smiling with a cowboy hat.
Oh,
So
look at that.
howdy,
Howdy.
Roxana. Liat was saying hi, chat. Omar Glitch was saying hello, all. I hope everyone's having a great day. Hit the thumbs up to help OPL fight the YouTube algorithm, and bestow I don't bestow glory on them for the YouTube gods. LOL.
Oh wow, this is sounding.
Thank you,
yeah,
Omar.
like we need a sacrifice of a virgin. Also.
I mean, if that didn't make people hit the thumbs up, I don't know what would. So
But
thank you.
Yeah, and you're
Omar.
very kind, but that's not going to change anything, though.
Well, I think it helps the algorithm, but if it has like tons of likes,
Or
'cause maybe it starts showing.
or tons of comments,
Yeah,
which we usually have 2 or 1.
but
or
because
none.
it's a live stream,
Yeah, that's
and
what
I have to say again, I think it's more important in a live stream
yeah.
to have people interacting
Yes.
than having like a live stream post with I don't know, 1,000 comments. If no one's talking in the live stream.
I mean, I can
So.
always talk for, the 2 of us for 50 people. I can make up for like 50 people.
Rick Bulow was
Mhm.
saying, are you using your girl as reference, or is it just lucky coincidence that they are much alike? And after that they said, nah, I see the difference more now when she stops hiding between the mic. Sorry, new here. And
Oh,
after
okay.
that, Belico was saying, no, Bruno was saying, welcome, that's Danny, and it's her in the painting. And Rick was saying, oh, so I was right along. Thanks, Bruno. So yeah.
I loved that in 2 seconds there was a lot going on.
Yeah, they were like, it's her. No, it's not.
So I'm gonna say, is that your girl? Yeah, but I would say my girl in like 1992.
No, but there's people that, well,
Your girl.
I mean, I use sayings of like,
Yeah.
that's
That's my boy.
my boy. Yeah, you're my boy.
You sound like a girl from Queens, ready to like knife somebody that looks at me.
No.
Um.
Yeah, but we're
so
a couple.
We're a couple, so maybe that's a little bit better.
Yeah, welcome here. That's
yes.
first of all, like
Welcome.
the first thing. My name is
And,
Daniela
And
Daniela
this is a painting
Ocampo.
of Danny.
Nicolas Uribe.
Yeah, I thought that it would be somewhat obvious.
No, you know what? I have glasses today,
Oh, there you go.
so that's it. I think
Yeah.
I look very different.
But
with
that was a
glasses.
lot. I felt that was like there was so much like stuffed into it. Like your girl, are you painting your girl?
And then it was like,
Then he answered himself
was
like,
nah,
no,
she's not.
no. when she's not hiding behind the mic. So that was already like another dig, like at you. It's
Yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, girl, what are you doing behind the mic? What the hell are you doing? Like, show me some face.
But I'm not
Uh,
hiding. It's just.
and then it's like, nah, I took a better look at her. It's not her. It's not her.
But I love that.
Which makes me feel like, oh shit, it's bad drawing.
No,
It's my fault.
Nicolás, no.
So I'm like, oh god, yeah, I didn't get Danny. And then yeah, you know, just a lot of suffering through that. But welcome and thank you. And I'm trying my best. Thank you.
And they were also saying, any chance that this would be edited down to time lapse at some point? No, Rick.
No, sorry.
Yeah, but
It's a
there
lot
there
of,
is, Rick, if you want to see, like if you're new here and you want to see more of our content, there's more than 400 edited videos. They are about 20 minutes long, and yeah, they are there available for you or anyone to watch. So yeah, that's closer to a time lapse. And Rick was also saying, when you enjoy what you're doing and just taking it all, taking it all in, time matters less. When you were talking about how you had no idea what day of the week it was.
Yeah. Well, you had no idea.
No, I do.
No, I told you it was Friday.
Oh yeah,
And you were
yeah,
like,
okay,
what?
okay, yeah.
It's Friday.
When you were talking about the dark line in
Yeah.
the right,
Yeah, the kind of shadow mass.
yeah, Belico was saying, even though its portrait is centered, but that dark line on the right makes it more dynamic.
Oh, this one.
I really
yeah,
like
it. I was thinking of the one that we
No,
took
in the
out.
right, in the right. That's
No,
what I
thank
was
you.
saying
Yeah,
about.
that was I was still struggling with that one. So if it seems like it makes somewhat sense, that's good.
And when you were saying it's kind of weird, referring to the chair,
Yeah.
Roxana Toff was saying it's a good weird.
There we go. That's what we're looking for.
Nicolas Mijarovic
Yeah, Serbian player.
was saying, hey
Great
guys.
player.
Hey Nicola. How are you? Bruno V, the evil monkey, was saying, I won't lie, something about this painting reminds me of being in Colombia. Maybe the colors and light and the leaves alongside the chair. It feels very humid and warm.
Oh, there we go. Well, it was very humid and warm.
Yeah.
And warm.
Warm.
And warm in Rome this summer. So yeah.
Gaby dice, le hace falta una monstera o unas orejas de elefanta gigantonas ahí para ser bien tropicaloide. Cuando yo estaba diciendo que
no sé cuál es la monstera. Siempre me suena como
monstera deliciosa. Tú sí sabes cuál es
no,
esa. Era la que yo quería, pero
como
conseguimos la lengua
Potter.
de suegra que me la regaló mi hermana.
No.
Y es lo máximo.
Pero no.
Porque es como, si le das mucha agua, crece feliz. Si se te olvida darle agua, crece feliz.
No.
Si
¿Sabes cómo crece
se
feliz?
te riega un vino, crece feliz.
Yo la dejo
Todo.
afuera, crece
feliz.
feliz. Ese es mi. Yo siento que estoy en este mundo para dejar que las plantas crezcan afuera.
Pues pero es que tú no vives solo. Entonces vivimos con una que ha crecido feliz.
No, yo.
Porque además.
Yo siento, o sea,
sí,
yo.
Pero
y
no
tú ahí
vives
puedes
solo,
decir,
no vives solo.
Y yo siento, y tú puedes decir, y yo siento.
Yo siento que como no vives solo.
No, tú puedes decir, y yo
ya,
siento.
Te estoy molestando.
Y yo siento que yo estoy aquí para tener una planta que no tenga que cuidar y crece.
Gaby, la nuestra, la lengua de suegra, es lo máximo porque era solo una y como al mesecito salió una chiquitica. Y esa chiquitica ya es igual de grande a la otra que estaba originalmente. Muy lindas.
Sí, a mí me encanta verlas afuera.
Robin West, 13. Robin Sita was saying hello.
Hello,
hey,
Robin Sita.
What are you up to today? What you doing? Robin Sita.
Robin Sita, Mama Sita.
Okay, that maybe I don't know if you're being disrespectful.
No, it's love. It's our relationship. We're not gonna hide anything.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, maybe not Queen of the Tropics, but this reminds me of the Portuguese royal family. To to escape Napoleon, they came to Brazil, which at the time was a very undeveloped colony. They brought all the royal life, still luxury items like furniture, but have to settle with the much harder conditions of a tropical colony outside Europe. They had such a lice epidemic in the ship coming to Brazil that the queen was wearing a turban when she arrived, and everyone thought it was Europe's latest fashion and copied her. At this time, Rio de Janeiro was enveloped in luscious,
Luscious.
luscious Amazon jungle. Every house had huge gardens, so I imagine them sitting in their luxury chair in a garden, kind of like in this painting.
With the lice and the turban. That's so cool. Thank you for the history little lesson there. That's amazing.
Leah, when you were talking about every day, like the days, feeling like days, Leah was saying not like every day is the same in the nin way.
In the
Nin.
nin way. I don't know what that means, Leah. Give me a pointer because I don't know what that
Not
means.
like every day is the same in the nin way.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something.
Nin. Maybe it's like a short. Nin. Well, I googled nin and it says 9-inch nails. It's a band.
Yeah, yeah, it's the band.
Nin meaning national identification number.
I think it has to do with that. Yeah, sure. I'm being
no introduction needed.
Maybe easier for Leah to help us out.
Affectionate name for a grandmother.
All those. I think it's probably all those combined.
Yeah.
I think it does speak about Resner's grandma.
Carla Anglada was saying, I like your glasses, Danny. Thank you, Carla. I don't use them here so often because I thought that it would be better if I did. But now I'm realizing maybe no. It's kind of weird using them.
Shouldn't you be using them though?
No.
No?
Well,
I thought you should when you're looking at a computer.
No, when I'm working I have to.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because of the distance, it feels kind of weird. I mean, I think I see better without them when I see the screen.
Okay.
So, I don't know. But thank you. Marcelo Peralta. Oh no, I already read that. Daniel Martins dice, ¿quién crees que gane la copa? Y un emoji riéndose llorando.
¿El mundial?
Sí, de pronto.
Creo que ayer dijimos esto, pero yo creo que está entre Brasil y Argentina.
Brasil.
Y creo
en
que
eso yo estoy de acuerdo contigo si dices Brasil. Yo creo que va a ser Brasil.
Creo que va a ganar Brasil, pero quisiera que ganara Argentina.
Gaby dice, yo voy a ser tía en un mes y estoy súper emocionada de que haya un bebé en la familia. Gaby, qué chévere.
Gaby tiene familia.
Gaby tiene hermanas o hermanos.
No, yo no sabía. Ah, no. Yo me acuerdo es el hermano de Adriana.
Sí.
What? Gaby. Yo no sabía de sus hermanos.
Hermanes.
Que
Gaby,
es hermano, hermana, hermani.
Qué chévere y qué lindo.
Armani Exchange.
Dios. En mi casa. Esta voz.
Sí.
En mi casa. Por mucho tiempo no hubo niños chiquitos. Y ahora está mi primo y la hija de mi primo. O sea.
En tu familia, no en tu casa, sino como en...
bueno, es que digo en la casa porque pienso en Navidad y
Sí,
entonces en Navidad todos están en una casa.
sí,
Entonces,
no necesariamente la tuya.
no, o
En mi
sea, dije
familia.
bueno, tú dices mi casa refiriéndote a la casa de tu mamá.
Sí.
Por eso, yo dije en mi casa, no importa. En mi familia está mi tía, que tuvo a Santi, mi primito, y está mi primo Andrés, que tiene a Paulina. Y entonces las navidades y todas las fechas son súper chéveres, súper, súper chéveres. Felicitaciones, Gaby.
¿Y sabemos, niña, niño, niñe, niñi,
Mm,
kimchi?
a ver. Nicola was saying, damn, I have to go. Catch you guys later.
Oh, Nicola.
Oh, but look, Roslyn said 9-inch nails.
So it
And Liad
is.
was saying 9-inch nails song.
Oh, so no, I missed that.
So it wasn't the way
No,
to call
but
your grandma in an
I
affectionate way.
think it's Trent Reznor's grandma. I think I'm gonna go with that.
Mm,
Ah, pero puede ser alguien de la familia de Christian, también estoy pensando.
dijo, jaja, tengo un hermano un año menor, pero él
Mm.
no va a ser papá. Jaja, es mi cuñada la embarazada. Es mi, mi
What?
cuñada la embarazada. O sea, la hermana de Cristian.
Ah, ya, eso.
Que para
entonces.
mí es como igual familia. Jaja, y me emociona mucho. Una
No, pues,
niña, Elenita. Ay, qué lindo. Qué
no,
lindo.
es
¿Y
que,
para cuándo?
es que igual
¿Para cuándo es? A mí me da risa
igual la
cuando
otra,
alguien...
la novia del hermano o la, no sé, hubiera podido ser la cuñada también. Entonces por eso me frené ahí como tengo un hermano, pero él no va a ser papá, es mi cuñada. Y yo dije, "Ah, what? Drama. O
Pues,
sea, ¿qué está pasando en la
o sea,
relación? O sea,
pensaste que el hermano de Gaby tenía una novia que estaba embarazada,
sí,
pero no de él.
no sé, es que
Porque sí le
cosas.
dijo mi cuñada.
Entonces yo todavía pensaba en, en el hermano.
Gaby dice, ya en octubre, primera semana, en teoría. Y Gaby dice, jajaja, en mayúscula. Nicolás montándose una telenovela. Sí, tú te armaste.
Ay, pero uno se le acerca a Gabriela y es como si la gente empezara no sé, a vivir sus pesadillas.
¿Qué?
Pues todo les empieza a pasar, todo empieza a
No,
pasarle.
eso sonó
Es
ahí
como
todo.
a todo el mundo, la gente, a alguien se le cae algo en la calle, luego una persona le trata de ayudar a otra a recogerlo, luego se enamoran. Esa es
Porque
la
si se
vida
enamoran es que se le cumplen a uno las pesadillas que estás diciendo.
en la vida de Gabriela.
Elijah, Kelly.
Gabriela es como Madrigal cuando no había Madrigal.
O sea, Gaby es como la casa de...
Sí, ella va caminando y al mismo
Gaby
tiempo,
es la casa andante de los Madrigal.
ella va caminando y al mismo tiempo nace maleza y nace como una orquídea.
Gaby dice, inserte un emoji de corazón roto. Oiga, yo soy chévere. Y una carita triste.
Pero estoy diciendo que usted es poderosa, ¿cómo así?
Ay, a mí me parece chévere pensar en alguien como la casa andante de los Madrigal. Sería lo máximo. O
Por
sea, es como
eso.
adrenalina pura.
Y va pasando todas las fuerzas del universo confluyen para que empiece a pasar de todo.
Oye, tengo que decir, un paréntesis,
No sé.
que yo sí siento que el upgrade fue muy grande a la cámara.
De pronto por eso es que las personas están diciendo, de pronto es por eso que antes todo el mundo decía, ah, sí, ese es Dani. Y ahora
Es como quién es esa
esta
señora de
primera,
gafas
esta
a
persona
la que le veo
extraña
los poros.
dijo,
Sí,
puede ser
no.
ella, pero no creo. La
Sí,
verdad, no
no.
creo.
No, más bien vuelvan a esa cámara que le ayudaba más.
A
Porque
los
le
dos.
escondía más. Carla was saying, Marcelo, I like this story. Adds another possible dimension to the painting.
Oh, jeez.
Elijah was saying, Ayo, yo. I don't know how.
Oh, so
Ayo, yo.
Marcelo, what was the queen's name? The one with the turban. Like we're not gonna do the turban, but at least maybe we can title it with the queen's name, and maybe
But I
that's gonna
don't
be
know.
cool.
No, I don't know.
What?
Because I don't
What?
think
Is that?
that's what you want to portray
It's kind of
here.
funny, but there's like an artificial quality to
I
it.
would like if you say not and the name. If it's, for
No,
example,
because I called not
Maria.
Danae. I called not that Danae Fer's painting like 2 days, like 2 weeks ago.
I don't. It's different.
Yeah, but I don't want to do the same thing.
And I had no
You probably
idea you
didn't
did that.
notice. Yeah, you.
No.
So this is this is super cool that you thought of that. But I called that the Fer's painting. Yeah, it would be too close. I think too soon. Too soon. It's okay though. It's. I mean, it's an option. It's an option.
Hmm.
It would be very obscure though. That would be the only thing that I don't know. Because Danae, I'm sure that some people know about her story.
Yeah, because that's what I want to say. I don't know if maybe I don't know.
But what? Why? What? Because you're thinking something, but I have a feeling that you're not telling me something.
I'm not telling you what.
Yeah. Why you feel it's just doesn't feel good for the painting?
Because I think it's like this. I mean, what I got from what Marcelo was talking about, it's like this queen that escaped Napoleon and went to Brazil.
Yeah.
And it was like they brought their luxuries and they were like sitting in the middle of the jungle.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
But it's like
super
something
out of place.
Yeah, but something they don't like. They felt like they were not part of their of that place.
Yeah, but this would be a throne that's
And they
like
were
completely useless there, I would say. Like that would be in my
But
brain.
it's also like the colonized, like the colony, ¿cómo se dice el que coloniza? The colonizer
Yeah.
in the foreign land,
Foreign, but yes.
foreign land. And I don't know. It feels weird for me. I don't know.
Okay. Well, if you're that, you're
No,
usually
I want to read about it.
no, but you're usually never too opposed to something. So if you immediately said, I don't know, then I'll go with you. Thought it could be interesting, but
I liked it if it was not that person, but if it's just that person, I don't know. I mean, at the end, it's just the title. I wouldn't care if you name it, I don't know,
No, but titles are
Lysis.
cool. I think titles are cool opportunities. I don't think they make a painting, particularly paintings, but they can add like this, it's this little dimension that can be super, super interesting, I feel.
Bruno V was saying, do you guys know of the French houses in the Congo? Super huge mansions in the jungle that are basically consumed by the jungle and overgrown with all these crazy roots and plants.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But to be honest, I think I don't have them in mind.
No. I can imagine them. And you can imagine also, oh my God, the Congo. It's probably what, British, Belgian, were the French also in the Congo? They've been colonized. I'm sure they've been colonized so much. But I'm sure it's like the same thing. It's just rich people having slaves build like these palaces for them, and they realize like, oh, you can't live like this here. And eventually just time takes ownership of all that stuff. It's fantastic. It's almost like going to Cuba to seeing those mansions from the 60s and I think it was 60s and 70s in Cuba.
Nicolas, look at this.
That is amazing.
That's so beautiful.
Well, beautiful. The post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
like Versailles.
Because I told you, I mean, look at this one. I want to see it inside. Because look at this.
What year? Could you
ivy.
Could you see how long it took for nature to take over? Like how long ago was that house? It feels like from the, I don't know, maybe 30s, 40s, 30s.
I don't know if I could.
So maybe the person that told who was it that was
the evil monkey.
Oh,
Bruno.
So Bruno, do you know what these houses, like what time are they?
Mm, Cause I mean, I'm looking at an article
Yeah.
from the Daily Beast. It's called "The Congo's Forgotten Colonial Getaway,"
Mm.
and it says at the highest navigable point of the Congo River,
Yeah.
thick jungle creates an impenetrable wall of green around the large island. Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah.
But just up the steep river bank
Mm-hmm.
and through the brushes, there is an opening. Here, a cluster of nearly 20 narrow homes in the jungle eaten
Wow. What?
remnants of a once prosperous plantation town that was left rot when the Belgian colonialists granted the Democratic Republic of Congo independence half a century ago.
Oh, so I wasn't
So,
super. So I said I was good with Belgian, and well, they're actually newer. I thought they were a little bit older, the houses, but they're from the 70s, 60s, let's say 70s, 60s. Wow,
you know,
that's
I've
amazing.
I've
So it's
shown
taken
you
50 years for nature to do that. Could you imagine when we disappear and like 1,000 years go by? Oh my God, nature, amazing. It's gonna swallow everything.
there's because I'm looking for the name, but I've shown you there's a photographer, Seth Lawless,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a photographer of abandoned places.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it actually happened, but I think he was banned from Disney because he went to one of the properties of Disney that's in ruins,
Yeah.
and it is so crazy. Look, River Country is one of just two Disney parks in history that have been permanently shut down.
You
So
know that
you
I
can
thought we
see,
talked about this like a
yeah,
while ago.
mm-hmm.
I thought, like you taught me that it was real. I thought this was like
Like I did it.
no, like something somebody had like put together, like a big
No,
installation of
no,
something.
and he has some amazing
Yeah,
photos
it's
of.
crazy.
There's a mall. I don't remember where it is, but it's like a
New
shopping mall.
New Jersey for sure.
No, and it has like the lower part. I guess that
Oh, it's flooded. Yes.
the ceiling, yeah,
Yeah.
was glass, so it broke, and
Yeah.
you can see fishes, like fish,
Yeah.
like in the
Crazy.
escalator, like in the electrical escalator. It's
Craziness,
just
right? Nature.
beautiful.
Yeah, nature. You give it time, nature wins all the time. Like
Mm,
nature always wins. Time and nature, forget it.
this one, the abandoned shopping mall in Bangkok. I think it's this
Oh,
one.
okay.
No, I don't know if it's this one
No,
from
I
the
think it
same
was.
photographer,
I think it
but
was in the U.S. I don't know why I think it was in the U.S. There's a ton. Like I'm not making it up. There's a ton of abandoned malls in the U.S. Like they don't know what to do with those.
Rolling Acres Mall, because it says photographer Seth Lawless has documented this sprawling Rolling Acres Mall for his book Black Friday, the collapse of the American mall.
Yeah, see, they were in America. They
I
were in
want
the
to
U.S.
see
There's
it.
so
Yeah.
many just
No, because I
like
just saw.
ruins.
I
It's like the
just saw
perfect
one.
American ruin. I feel a mall.
Oh, but this one has snow inside.
Beautiful. It's like Last of Us
Yeah. But
that just came out again.
but I just saw the one that I told you
Mm-hmm.
in Bangkok. It has koi.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this.
Craziness, right?
Just
How did they get there? Who cares? Nature.
I love that. How did it get there? Who cares?
Yeah, nature doesn't care. Like nature says, just give me time. Give me time. I could get fish there. It sounds
Mm.
absurd, but it's like, yeah, give me time. It's like, no, of course not. It's like, well, I'm not talking about like 30 years. Give me 1,000 years. Of course I can do that.
Well, and because I think we all, maybe in the news, maybe like close where you lived, but we realized that when the pandemic hit and we were in quarantine.
Yeah.
Because
With the wild animals.
exactly, and that happened here too. It
Yeah,
was
it
like
took them
1
nothing.
month into the
Yeah,
quarantine.
and dolphins with guns started showing up.
Your jokes.
It's The
Your
Simpsons.
jokes. Um, I want to show maybe the Disney one.
The dolphins with guns.
No.
They're awesome.
Mm,
How did he get in? Was he trespassing?
I think he was, and
Oh,
I think
okay. So
that's
that's
why.
illegal. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think
he could get
he was
arrested
like
for that.
trespassing every single place he went.
Oh, okay. So he's risking getting arrested, like literally getting
I
arrested.
think so. That's why I'm saying I
Yeah.
think so.
Like they could ban him because after the pictures are taken, like what are you going to do? And you can't prove that you were trespassing. You don't have to. Like there's no way they can say, even though it's like your pictures, like they couldn't those pictures couldn't serve as evidence, I would feel. So they can't arrest you, but if they catch you, oh.
And you know the crazy part about the Disney park?
How much do they charge?
No, no, no.
Oh.
It closed in 2005. So
Oh,
it
wow.
hasn't
So
been
15 years.
exactly.
Well, I don't know when he took those photos, but they seem recent, somewhat recent.
Yeah. Well, maybe I would say not that recent because I remember I had that. I'm trying to remember when I learned about those photos.
You were 3.
Maybe 6 or 7 years ago, maybe. Maybe.
Okay, so let's say 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 10 years, do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah.
Still crazy.
Yeah. Mm. Oh, no. March 2016.
10 years.
So yeah,
then.
I wasn't wrong.
10 years. That's crazy. I mean, I think it's crazy, but then I think if I don't dust this room for like a month, like everything is dust. Everything.
Yeah. Well, and we live
in
in
dust.
a building, in an apartment. Because
Covered
I
in
think it's
dust.
different in a house. Because an abandoned house, like in the ground level, if there's like a backyard, then you would have like animals inside the house,
Dolphins.
or like insects or whatever kind of animal
Insects
inside.
with guns. Yeah.
Stop saying that. I think they can take the video down.
By saying insects with guns?
By saying guns.
No, you could say James Gunn, the director of the new Gardens of the Galaxy. James Gunn. You can say that.
So let's
and his
see.
brother is acting there too. So they are the guns.
Bruno V was
Yeah.
saying, I believe the French colonized since the early 1880s around to 1960. And Bruno was saying, oh, I'm looking now, and France and Belgium competed for the Congo.
Yeah.
I only heard of the French settlements.
Oh, Belgians. Yeah. That was a huge war. I think I knew more about the Belgians.
Valdo Davino
Yeah.
was saying, muito bom.
Obrigado.
Guy Bailey was saying, this is amazing. I love the ambiguity in the left eye. Is this John Singer Sargent inspired?
Oof. Like referencing which painting, let's say. I mean, I have Sargent in my veins, but not as in something that I can use. Maybe more of a disease. Yeah, because I think having Sargent in you and paying way too close attention to Sargent is probably a bad thing. But I adore Sargent, so maybe love for Sargent tends to show in the paintings. But are you thinking of something specific? I'd be curious.
Omar Glitch was saying, what's the dolphin with pistols reference about? LOL.
The Simpsons. There's a Simpsons episode. Danny, yeah, of course. Just Google The Simpsons dolphins with guns. They take over. Is it a Halloween episode? Maybe. Maybe it's a Halloween episode. Because it's too ridiculous to be a regular episode.
Well, they don't have guns.
I think they take over.
They take over, but they don't have guns.
They don't have guns?
No, they're just like an army of.
Well,
I mean, their gun is their
pride,
el pico,
snout.
But yeah, they don't have guns.
They don't have guns?
No, look at this.
Yeah.
They don't.
No. I thought I saw maybe one with a gun. In my memory, they had a gun.
No.
Yeah, but they don't need guns. They're dolphins. What am I mixing then? There's got to be something with dolphins and guns.
Let's see. So let's keep saying hi.
Still?
Still.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Never stops.
So Elijah was saying, "Ayo, y'all." It is referring to my hair. I think they were saying it. It is like burnt umber red, and then they said sienna.
Either that or my hair. So it's a toss-up, I feel.
Alejandra Ardila dice, hola, saludos para los dos.
¿Qué más, Alejandra?
Hola, Alejandra,
Un
¿qué
abrazo,
tal?
se le quiere.
Pensé que ibas a decir algo más.
Se le añora, se le estima. ¿Cómo está?
¿Se le añora?
¿Cómo están esos ojos?
Daniel Correa dice, hello, was saying hello, everyone. Hello, Daniel, how are you? As if we were invoking as if. Because yesterday, I think we were referring as
I think
if.
the day before.
Or the day before.
Yeah.
As if dice, hola
As
gente.
if.
As if dice. Pensé que ibas a volver a decir.
No, I can't
Hola,
interrupt
gente.
you. As if.
Por cosas de la vida no he podido estar en los lives últimamente, pero me alegro ver que Dani me recuerda y ayer me mencionó, esperando
fue
atentamente
ayer.
el libro. Ay, sí, así, fue ayer, ¿sí ves?
Sí, veo, es que un día sin Asif me hace perder la noción del tiempo.
As if you had it before.
Oh, Jesus.
Estuvo bueno. Olga María Benningham.
I don't know who that is.
Your mom was saying,
What?
hello, Nicolás and Danny. Hola, Olguita, ¿cómo estás? Connell McMenamin
Oh.
was saying, hey, Danny and Nicolás, I'm just going to say, oof, beautiful work, man.
Connell, thank you.
And Connell was saying, I'm going to have to go back and check earlier videos, but for these more complex paintings, do you do any studies / thumbnails, etc. before you start, or do you just jump straight in?
No, I went straight to it. But usually, like historically, with more complicated paintings, yes, that would be a thing that I would do for sure. But not in this one. You know, there is something kind of nice about attempting to understand how to paint something while painting it. It's not the best moment to try to paint it, but it can also provide you with opportunities to make kind of like really cool decisions based on absolute ignorance. So yeah, not for this. I'm guessing like, you know, fluting, maybe it's that what that's called. I don't know. But I guess, you know, it would be nice to do like little studies, like little Menzel studies of these little bits. That could be amazing, and that could be like gorgeous accompaniment for the painting. But no, we went straight for it. Yeah. Like I said, I think there's an awkwardness to the painting that I feel is probably enhanced by the fact that as soon as I start painting it, I realize that I don't really know what I'm doing. So that kind of lack of footing, I feel, is kind of cool too.
Aiko X4 was saying in all caps, it's so good, damn good.
It's so good, damn good. Sorry.
So say thank you, Nicolás.
Thank thank you, Aiko.
Eh,
Corn. It's corn.
oh, now you're using my reference.
It's corn.
No, and it's corn. A big number loves it has juice. It has
It
juice.
has the juice.
Yeah, that's amazing. I don't know. Does anyone here get that reference? Of course, I think they do. I
I
think
don't know how
it got
popular it is. Like you were the
viral.
one that showed me, but I have
I
no
love
clue.
it. I love
Oh,
that
that
kid.
kid? How could you not love that
Have
kid?
a
That's
corntastic
amazing.
day. He's just so.
And he's like, "What? It's a pun."
It's a
What?
poem about corn.
No, but just
Yeah.
his fascination with
Just a poem
corn,
about corn.
the voice, the little lisp. Oh my
As
god,
if
so
dice
perfect.
obvio, Dani. ¿Sí ves?
Oh,
Se
it's
volvió
so
viral.
good.
Corn Kid is absolutely everywhere. You see? And Roslyn was saying we've been singing corn nonstop all week.
It's corn.
And the good thing is, I mean, have any of you guys seen the Reese's therapy account on Instagram? Because I follow them and they are very cool. Very, very cool.
Well, kids are cool.
Kids are cool, yeah. So I've been following that, and then I realized it was like super viral. The corn kid
Well, he's amazing.
is amazing because
Well
he deserves everything. Yeah,
Well deserved. That kid
He
is gonna.
he did
That kid is gonna make this world better.
and he did a pun about corn. With I don't know how old he is.
He looks about 8, maybe
No,
7.
I thought 6.
7. I'm gonna say.
Let's look. The corn kid. Could you maybe
Corn kid age.
corn kid? Is viral sensation Corn Kid coming to South Dakota's Corn Palace? This is a
Oh, they invited him to like.
Maybe.
Oh my God, he's gonna be in heaven. That is so cool for Corn Kid. What's his name? I want to call him by
Yeah.
his name.
Tariq, if I'm not
Tariq?
mistaken. Yeah, let me Google. But I remember that they said that because they're like we're again with I don't know. So let me check because
Yes.
maybe I'm. Tariq.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tariq is amazing.
Let's see.
Very cool kid.
Corn Kid Tariq. But I want to see how old he is.
So age?
That's what I did. Uh,
That's what I did.
yeah, but you're like,
Well,
I'm
because
like
you
I
just
want
said.
to see the age.
Because you said Corn Kid.
Well,
Corn
age?
Kid Tariq.
Type H,
So I was like,
and then
well,
enter.
maybe you're missing age.
Maybe you can type that in Google. Jesus.
Oh, but it's like Tariq. I would say Tariq. I thought it was Tariq, like Middle Eastern Tariq. but
Tariq.
I'm gonna go with
you're
Tariq.
Googling.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
His name is Tariq.
No, but then you went. What was that voice? Because that's not the voice of the song.
Oh.
You were like, his name is. That was so bad.
Well, that's his like
Nicholas."
if he's in a shampoo commercial. I don't know.
But I can't see. I mean,
He's young. I'm gonna say 8.
I'm gonna say 6
No, he's not 6. He's older.
or 7,
He's older.
but I think he's 8. But yeah, maybe someone in the comments
knows
in the chat
Tariq.
knows. Marcelo Peralta was saying, "I have to go now. Bye, everyone. You'll have a good weekend. Have a fantastic weekend."
Oh,
Marcelo, please. Gil was saying, "It's the whoop."
it's the whoop.
I don't know why I can't see it. It's the second one that goes viral with those interviews. The other one was one that liked the Komodo dragons. Haha. And they have done the edits of the Komodo dragon in other interviews. Because I think that account is cool.
Well, kids are amazing.
Yeah. see.
That's all you need. Somebody with a microphone and asking kids questions. That's it. That's always going to be amazing.
But like someone cool asking questions
He
to
feels,
kids.
you know what it is? He feels like approachable. He feels like super non-threatening. So the kids are probably like,
Open.
yeah, they're
to-
going to feel fine talking to him. So
Let's see. Mm, Alejandra Ardila dice, no sé si es, dice bates, ¿no?
Alejandra,
O
por favor.
Bates.
Alejandra, por favor,
Bates,
contexto.
¿no?
Contexto, Alejandra.
No sé, no sé. Estoy tratando de pensar que puede,
No,
pensar que puede ser, pero
cuchillos
estoy...
sí, pero bates no.
No, porque dice bates, ¿no? Signo de pregunta. Bates con mayúscula. Por eso dije de pronto Bates.
No, ni idea. Alejandra, por favor, colabórenos.
Hugo Araujo was saying, hoy, tudo bem? Do you sell your originals online?
Yes, Hugo.
Yes, Hugo. So
Oof. Very excited, Danny, there.
I'm always excited to greet people.
Yeah.
So this is our storefront, our paintedlives.com. So the same name as our channel.com. And this one's gonna be available there after Nicolas finishes the painting, little time after that.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
Don't push
yeah.
me, Danny.
No,
Yes. Try to finish
uh,
as fast as I can, please.
Move.
Yeah.
No.
Again with the fingers.
But yes. And yeah, we sell there everything that we do in the channel. Diana Gaming was
Mhm.
saying hey
Mhm.
Diana. That's my mom's ringtone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since I met her.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves it. And do you know when she started loving that?
When she bought that Polaroid camera. And she
No.
started shaking it like
No.
a Polaroid picture.
No.
No?
Of course not. She has no Polaroid camera.
Oh, sorry.
When I did a dance
Yeah.
in school with that song.
Oh.
And she was like, I love that song. What's the name?
Yeah. Hey, yeah.
Yeah. Liad was saying, shake it. Shake it, shake it. That's a good song.
Of course it is.
Gaby dice, ¿y algo de la plantita que tiene Dani atrás? Creo que cuando estábamos hablando del nombre de la pintura, dice, parece un potus. No, pero imagínate, potus.
¿Potus?
President of the United
Sí,
States.
no, Gaby, potus desafortunadamente creo que quiere decir una cosa.
No, potus es una planta, eso sí lo sé. Pero pues...
Pero ya en el...
Pero si uno le pone potus y en este trono...
Sí,
yo sería
no.
la
Bueno,
presidenta. Pues
bueno.
sí. Bueno, la verdad sí.
Bueno.
Porque parece...
¿Gaby?
Gaby sí, de pronto.
¿What?
Bueno.
No, es que empecé a
Bueno.
pensar y apenas empecé a
Oye, sí, creo
pensar,
que puede ser.
se ató todo.
¿Se ató todo?
Sí.
Sí, porque potus,
Pues
la
no,
presidenta,
sí, ya no
la
tenemos que
planta.
explicar, pero muéstrame una potus.
mi amor, es esa. Es como un...
Una
Creo que se llama Devil's Ivy también en...
¿Y se escribe P-O-T-U-S?
Sí, potus.
Ah, ya, entonces, ¿listos?
Allá. Mira,
No.
mira. Es esta.
Bueno, no es, pero no importa.
O sea, mira,
No,
es esta.
muy grande.
No,
Sí,
no es
pero
grande.
Son, ¿cómo le diríamos a eso? Son...
Mira,
el color-
enredaderas.
Sí, pero el color es como chorreado. Es como un chorreado. Tiene
No,
un...
mi amor, hay distintos potus.
Pero igual me gusta. Sí, pongámosle. O sea, no es, pero pongámosle. creo que el sacrificio,
Acabo de googlear. A ver si la puedes ver en acción.
¿a Gaby?
No,
La
busqué
vi en acción
fotos,
poniendo un buen título.
fotos in the wild.
¿Qué?
A ver, para que las
No, y
veas.
van a mostrar fotos in the wild y muestran a Roma. Gaby,
Pues,
muchas gracias. Perfecto el título.
ay, internet es lo máximo. Estoy viendo,
A Trump en el, quién sabe haciendo qué.
no, estoy viendo distintos. No, porque también hay de Obama. Eh, sí, pero todos como en,
Calzoncillos.
no, mira, sale una de Obama en el programa de del man que sobrevive en la, ay, ¿cómo es? Bear
Ujú.
Grylls.
¿Él
Sí,
estuvo en ese?
sí, dice Bear
No.
Grylls admits that everything was not so wild about Obama on the Running Wild show. Pues es que
Yo no sabía. Pues que, bueno, pues esto es post presidente o sí, no creo que el presidente haga ese programa
no se
siendo
dice,
presidente. El expresidente, pues.
a ver, mm, a ver, dice Barack Obama had to eat a fish
Ujú.
that was already half eaten by a bear for his Bear Grylls episode. Sí, pero ¿cuándo fue?
No tenía idea.
Mm,
Pero gracias, Gaby.
la verdad,
Fantástica.
sí, la verdad.
Yo creo que, bueno, yo creo que Gaby como que echó reversa y se estrelló contra el título, pero cien por
Porque,
ciento Gaby.
oye, tú le robas las ganancias a todo mundo.
Pero sí, lo único que he dicho es muchas gracias, Gaby. Y después, pues sí, después sí le quité la virtud. Pero, no, gracias, está perfecto. POTUS.
Porus, no.
POTUS, así le dicen los gringos.
Potus. A ver, a ver, a ver. Eh,
Y
mm,
Gaby, y si no se me pasó, felicitaciones a entonces a la hermana de Cristian, obviamente.
Dave B was saying rolling is in Akron.
What?
I have no idea
I
what's
love that.
happening today.
I
I
love
mean, it's
this.
Friday live stream. You know, it's always
Yeah.
when we do a Friday live stream, it's always uh, something like this.
Like a Samuel Beckett play.
Kijari was saying, hello, I love this painting.
Oh, thank you. I
Mm,
wonder what it is. People do have like certain affinity towards sunlight, I feel. Like they like paintings of sunlight. I think people react far better to paintings of sunlight than of grayness, shade, mist,
I don't know.
like a heavier atmosphere. I think
No, but I could also think of a lot of paintings with super heavy atmospheres that people would react super good to it. So
yeah, but there's something about sunlight. There's something. It's like a universal, there's
mm,
it's almost like we've agreed upon as humanity that we just like that feeling.
mm, Sourab
What?
Ahirwar
Mm-hmm.
M1000
Mm-hmm.
was saying, love from India.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you and welcome. Um, hmm.
I watched the first two episodes of the Lord of the Rings
This morning,
Yeah?
while I was,
I was still sleeping.
yes.
Yeah, because I have to wake up quite early, so you can still sleep and I could still watch that and you can wake up and it's still 7 in the morning. So
No, and also, I mean, to
you
be
got in
honest,
late yesterday, so
yeah. And I got in late,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna organize the groceries. So I was like organizing things I bought. And
I'm
then I
so sorry. I
realized it's
couldn't
like,
hear you.
no, you
I
were
was
like,
so asleep.
yeah, you were like passed out. No,
Yeah.
and it doesn't matter. I mean, I was just like organizing things, having a good time. And then I saw, and I was like, oh my God, it's 12 p.m.
What? You were doing it at 12?
Yeah.
Oh, you're crazy.
And I was like, no, I have to go to sleep. Because
Yeah.
now I can't function if I go to bed super late.
Yeah.
So then I went to like wash my head, my
Yeah.
face,
Head usually stinks, so thank you.
yours.
Always.
And I just laid, I think, my phone
Yeah.
in the bed, and you're like, oh my God, what's happening? And I'm like,
Well,
no, because it was something like super subtle.
no, I
That's
think you
why I was
hit
like,
me.
you okay? No, 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 that was after that.
Oh, so stop hitting me.
No, and I didn't hit you. The
Yeah.
thing is that you were, I don't know
Why do you hit me with every chance you
You-
get? You hit me.
you were sleeping with your feet outside of the bed. So they were like hanging.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry I wake you up. I'm going to go clean my face,
Your
head
head.
again. And you were like, yeah, it's
Head
fine.
needs some cleaning.
And I think I texted my sister, and then I was walking, but I turned off the light so you could sleep better. And when I was walking,
Yeah.
I mean, your feet were in my way
Oh, so
because they were
sorry.
outside of the bed. So I was like trying to like move super slowly so you won't hear me.
Mhm.
But then I walked and I just like moved your feet, and you were like, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "I'm sorry again. Please go to sleep."
I was at
And
sleep. Yeah, I was sleeping.
but yeah,
So you hit me.
um, yeah. But how is it? How's the show?
I think it's good.
Good.
Yes, I
Oh,
think
that's
they're both
awesome.
good. I think House of the Dragon and
House of the Dragon, is it?
yeah,
Or House of Dragons?
the House of Dragon, the House of the Dragons, the House of Dragon. It's
The Dragon.
Game of Thrones. I mean,
The Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
So I'm
You're
I was
good.
good.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon and I forget what this one is called. Rings of Power, something like that. Rings of Power, maybe. Sounds like a Sonic the Hedgehog game.
The Rings of Power.
The Ring, sorry. Dare I say,
Oy.
they are good, both of them. I mean,
Dare I
Game
say.
of Thrones better, but but I don't know what these people were talking about. I don't know why they were so scared and like people are so insecure about these things. I think her character very cool. I think she's okay. She's cool. She's cool. Well, there hasn't been like ton of character development. It's still very thin, and there's still very much like I mean, it is kind of like Lord of the Rings, to be honest. You can kind of smell where this is going. But it's pretty good. It doesn't suck.
Rosalind was saying the Rings of Power is so good too.
Yeah. It's actually good. I don't know. Like, I'm sure that all the haters are probably like, okay, I'll watch it. Okay. And I think deep down they're like, oh my God, this may be good. Yeah. Which for them is going to be so difficult because so many of these 1,000 like rabbit fanboys like that act like idiots all the time. They were just so like they just wanted to sabotage that show. And the show is good.
Well, I mean, I was looking. The Rings of Power.
Yeah.
I just Googled
Rings
it
of Power.
to
Yeah. Sorry, that was my
just
cash.
like to see what it is. And the rating people gave, it's 3,168 ratings, 3.1.
Yeah, it's all hate.
People are just like
yeah.
raging.
They're bombing the review bombing it. Probably.
But I think they were before.
Probably. Trust me, if there are fans
but-
there, fine.
yeah.
It's not Tolkien. Fine.
No, but I was saying, I mean, there is, because the 1-star reviews, you can see like the bars,
Yeah.
and it's like a big bar of 1-star reviews, but then it's a little bigger than that, the 5 stars. And I'm just seeing them in order of
And
people writing them,
probably look at the
like
date for
date.
the 1 star, and they're all like way before today.
Well, no. I mean,
No?
there's, but like 15 hours ago, 17 hours ago,
Oh, stop it. Why
6
wouldn't
hours
people
ago.
just like enjoy the like things that are happening in this universe? Like maybe people were like, we don't need anything else, and that's fine. And they think it, it's gonna ruin it for a lot of people. But I also feel, what if you get like newer fans? Like that's what people don't realize. Like, what if somebody who's younger, who's never read Tolkien, watches this with their parents or with their friends, and they're young generation, and they're like, actually this is pretty cool, and that's what gets them to read Tolkien. Like, why would there ever be a loss in that? Like, why would there ever be something wrong with that? I'm surprised. I think I'm on a good run, and I'm very scared. That's the reason we haven't watched She-Hulk, because I
Oh
don't want to
yeah.
ruin it. I don't want to ruin the run I'm in, because I watched Sandman, and I thought it was like proper good. It's actually really good. It's actually good.
No comments.
Oh, it's very well. I don't know if you would have liked that. You can watch it anytime.
No,
You could
traitor.
watch it anytime you want.
Traitor.
You could watch it anytime you want.
No comments.
Yeah, I don't say traitor when you watch Emily in Paris.
Because we don't see that together.
I would have wanted to watch it with you.
We can see it tonight.
I
Now
genuinely
that you're saying
would have.
this,
I'll watch it on my own time.
no, we're
Yeah,
gonna
because
watch
you watched
it tonight.
and I don't want to watch something that you have already
We're
watched.
gonna watch it tonight.
No. I don't want to watch something that you already watched.
We are going to watch it tonight.
But
But I think I'm
Better Call Saul
perfect.
delivered. It was very good.
Yeah.
Now Sandman, good. Game of Thrones, good. Lord of the Rings, good. I don't know.
But I think people are just hating.
Just because they love to hate. It's ridiculous. But even like for somebody who's like, I don't consider myself invested in any of these like IPs. I just enjoy stuff. I let myself enjoy things. I think they're all good. I'm pretty sure I may have my issues with She-Hulk. I don't know.
I'm sorry, I just love this.
What's that?
It's a 5-star review. I mean, you can rate out of 5 stars. And this person gave 4 stars.
Yeah.
And the comment starts, I rate this series so far a 6 out of 10.
Perfect.
But I love it because it was 4 out of 5.
I rate his
so
math.
it would have been 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I rate his math 1 out of 10.
But I like that.
Yeah.
So
you know how the other week I was saying that these fans were acting like idiots and they had a problem with like a female protagonist. These are the same sort of fans that got into arguments with Neil Gaiman, who's a genius, who's an absolute genius, because Death in the Sandman comic book was like a goth, like white pale girl with like this kind of spiky hair. I mean, it's a product of the time. And in the TV show, she's black. And they were shocked that she was black. And this probably pissed them off so much. The episode where she appears, it is so good. She is so fucking good. Like, she's brilliant. I adored her as Death. She was so good. Like the interactions between her and Sandman. Oh my god!
Can you stop spoiling it?
So good,
Nicolas.
Yeah, the thing is, like, I don't know. I read the comic book, so I
Elijah
know.
was saying, "I love Death so much." No,
Oh,
for me,
she's
Don't spoil it for me. Now that you've
And you
seen
know
it
what it is,
alone.
and you know why it's like famous in the comic book, because you don't. I mean, you start reading and you already know that Death has like brothers and sisters.
No, but you're really spoiling it.
No,
to
but
me.
they don't tell you who she is in the comic book. Like, you slowly figure it out as the comic book goes. So it was so cool. And the episode, I mean, I already knew, but the episode was
You're
like,
still spoiling it.
Why aren't you
going to
watching it? Like,
describe
why don't you wake up and start watching like these episodes?
because I don't want to see it in the morning.
Oh, see, and at night we can't. I mean, honestly, it's good. You'll enjoy it.
Okay, but let me enjoy it because you know that I really don't like spoiling.
It's not a
Spoilers.
trust. It's not a spoiler.
No, because you were like in the episode that she appears. I mean, you were gonna describe the episode.
No, I'm just saying she's amazing. I'm saying that's probably the best episode of all.
Elijah was saying, I love Death so much.
Oh, she's so good.
Roslyn was saying, I agree, Nick. Death is amazing.
Oh, she was brilliant.
Good Vibes was saying, what show are they talking about? And Roslyn said, Sandman. Liat was saying, Nicolas, why would you ever bring up Sandman? You should forget the name of that show forever.
What? Oh, Liad, why? Please tell me why. You probably read Sandman when you were young. I'm getting those vibes. It's not bad, Liad. Come on.
And Liat was saying, just got back. Is this Lord of the Ring talk before when you were talking about Lord of the Ring?
Yes.
And Liat said, I didn't see it. Was
I'm
it
not gonna
good?
I think it's good. I think you won't be disappointed. I think it's good. It's kind of thin still, but it's pretty good. It's actually pretty good.
Carla Anglada was saying, I'm enjoying the show Outlaws,
We don't
and
watch that
Only
one.
Murders.
Oh, Only Murders we like. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one makes us laugh, I feel.
Yeah, we stopped for a couple of days. I don't know why.
We can start it tonight.
But yeah,
again.
but we're watching it.
I mean, you probably don't know this. I mean, I think I've said it. But-
Liat is saying Nicolas is doing himself a grave in this live stream.
What?
I think they're saying that as a joke because I tell you, because I was like, no, traitor, because of Sandman.
Oh, okay. No,
Maybe. I
no.
think I mean,
Danny, no, this
we're
is a bit.
joking.
This is
Yeah.
a bit. Yeah. Don't worry. You guys shouldn't worry. It's a bit.
Yeah.
Like Danny watches shows all the time.
No, and I
watch
could watch
other
it.
shows all
Yeah,
the time.
I could
so-
watch it. I mean, if it was, for example, if it was Better Call Saul,
No, yeah.
and
yeah.
he would have watched
yeah,
that,
no,
I
no, no.
would have felt super
There
betrayed
are
because
certain
Nicolas
shows-
knows me
Yeah.
and he knows my degree of commitment with everything in the relationship. So that's the kind of things that I would be like, dude,
Dude,
that's not
get
cool.
the F out.
No, that's not cool.
No,
So
no. So
I'm gonna block you from our
just
Netflix.
so people
'cause-
know, we've had like shows in a relationship, like Dark, for example. We watched. I wanted Danny to watch Lost, and she
Mhm.
watched it with like I watched it
We
all
did,
over again.
yeah, because there's shows that we see together. The
Yeah,
thing is
there
that
there
we
are certain
started
shows.
Sandman,
Yeah.
and I thought that we were gonna see it together, but he did on his own. But it's not like the betray
No.
that I
no.
would have felt if he did that with Dark.
Oh no, that was
mean,
impossible. No,
It
that
wouldn't
would
be. There wouldn't be our painted lives.
No. Or
If that
like
would have
even
happened.
like I even know that Only Murders for You is something. It's a show that you like.
But no. I mean, yes, but I think that if you would be like, I don't want to see it, I would see it.
Yeah.
But there's shows that are shows that we see together.
Yeah.
Even like I don't know, the dumb realities that we see. For
Yeah.
example, the one Selling Sunset. That you love it.
Yeah, I wouldn't watch that on my own. Don't worry.
I mean, you were the one wanting.
No,
it to
I
start,
love.
but
I like watching it with you because you enjoy the houses. And all that
you
stuff.
enjoy it
I enjoy the
too. You're
drama.
like super inside.
I enjoy the drama.
Yeah. So please, but I was gonna say those are the kind of shows that I would not see without you,
I don't know why you're talking super loud now, but
because maybe because of the things you're saying.
because of Leah.
You make me realize you're not listening to what I'm saying to you, Nicolette. No, but I mean, those are the kind of shows that we know that we're watching together.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be cool
Yeah.
if you did something like that. But Sandman,
No.
we were looking. We watched maybe half of the first episode, and then I traveled to go and visit my grandma. So Nicolas was alone for the weekend, and he watched,
Yeah.
like he binge watched Sandman.
Yes.
So again, I feel betrayed, but it's not a betray.
So don't use that word then.
But it's not like,
That word
I
is
mean,
loaded.
we're joking. I
Not
feel
really.
betrayed. Let me
You work through it. I can't unsee it. I could have lied.
No, Nicolas, no. Again, I'm joking. No. So to be honest, I don't care. I think I'm gonna see it
There's a lot of
maybe
struggling with yourself in this
after
whole thing, Danny.
after
You kill
like
me.
after I'm gonna see it maybe because it was good. I
After
mean,
I'm gonna see it, maybe because it was good.
can you let me talk, please? So I'm gonna see it
Uh huh.
afterwards, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not something that I'm like, okay, I need to see it right now because
Oh,
it's so good.
oh,
No,
think you could have started with that
Nicolas,
to
because
min
we were
to
joking.
make the
So
drama a little bit smaller.
Elijah said, "Oh my God, Selling Sunset, I love." Haha. We too, we did too. Um, we haven't seen the others because there's like selling
No, no, no.
other
OG,
places. No,
OG.
we don't like that. No.
Yeah, but so to get back to the to my original comment, I think it's very good. I think all of those are very good. I'm happy that Sandman is going to have a second season. I'm glad that probably the fans that were willing to sabotage the Lord of the Rings show are feeling so like I'm sure there's like so much tension in their brains now that they don't know what to do. They're probably like, I'm not watching that crap. And everyone's like, oh my God, this is proper good. This is actually good. It's like, oh, I'm not watching it. I have my principles.
And
I
then they watch it
I
when
think they're
no one
watching
sees.
it like
Yeah,
and not telling anyone they're watching it.
yeah. And they're enjoying it. And
Yeah, and
after
it's
that,
like,
they're
why
like,
am I enjoying this? I can't let
yeah,
myself enjoy this.
yeah.
I love that. Um, and Game of Thrones, it's looking amazing. I hope they don't ruin it. I don't think they are. I think they learned. I think they learned.
Roslyn said, wish all the episodes released at once so I can binge.
Oh, me too. But you know what, Rosalind? I kind of miss this because I remember I used to watch Lost in AXN. That's where that's how we would get it here in Latin America. And it was Tuesdays, I think.
I
Tuesdays or
also like,
Wednesdays. I kind of liked it.
yeah, I
I
like that
remember
too.
just getting back from university and just feeling like that day, like I got back from teaching and I was like, yes, like this day is this.
Nah,
This is
yeah, and I
my day
remember
to
when you
watch
like
this.
schedule yourself. It's like, no, I can't do
Yeah.
anything. Cancel the mm, doctor's appointment because I have to see this
Oh, or
show.
Sunday, Sundays with Game of Thrones.
Hmm.
Forget it. I mean, that was so good. I love it. I love those things. They're for me. It's like knowing that Liverpool is going to play. Let's say tomorrow. Liverpool's actually going to play tomorrow, and it's just like yes, match day. Like my brain actually loves the fact that I know that there's going to be a day that I can watch stuff.
That you can make like a date
Yeah, it just
with yourself. It's
yeah,
like,
it
I'm
feels
booked. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it feels good.
Yeah.
Anyways, I've been talking a lot, and I think I'm done. I think so.
I love it, Nicolas.
I love it.
I love it. I know I really like it.
I like it too. It's a weird painting. To tell you the truth, I didn't know what was going to happen with the painting when I started painting it. All I know is like I want to paint the chair, but I don't want to paint the chair. It's one of those weird things. I think we've all been there. It's like we see a subject matter and we're like, "Oh, yes, I want to paint this." But then you look at it, you really look at it, and you're like, "Oh my god, do I really want to paint this? Do
You
I
know,
have to paint this?"
I have one
Criticism?
specific reference
Okay.
that I took of my sister
Yeah.
in La Miranda,
Okay, yeah.
which is a street in the town that my grandparents lived,
Yeah.
and it's like stores and
Yes.
super crowded stores.
Yes.
And I have a photo
Yeah.
that I took of my sister that I would love to paint, but it's so busy. Like I
Mm.
think it would be a super cool painting, but I see it and I have no idea where to start.
Mm.
So I
At the beginning.
well, yeah.
Mm.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, I'm sorry. So go ahead.
No, you're totally right. There's been many times for me, with what it happens with when I see some urban landscape that I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Like I totally want
Yeah.
to paint this. And then I realized, look at those windows. Like,
Yeah.
how the hell am I going to paint those many windows? No.
I remember with the bag of coins
Oh, that one I was horrified.
that you were like, "Oh, I love it." No, but painting
Horrified.
that, oh no. But at the end, I mean,
Yeah,
I
it's
have
probably
to
one of my
say,
best paintings.
I was gonna say it's one of my favorite painting of yours.
I think it's one of my best paintings ever.
Oh, it's so
You know,
good, so good.
if I have to make a mental list of what I think throughout my years of painting have been my favorite paintings, and favorite and also best paintings because it's like, oh, I think I'm a good painter here.
Hmm.
Like I can stand behind this as a painter. I think that painting for sure because it was so complex. And like it's a dumb plastic bag full of coins in
No,
sunlight.
it's
It's
so
so dumb.
good.
It's like if I say it, it just it's almost like, yeah, sure, whatever. It is what it is. Like what's the problem? Painting that damn thing?
No,
Oh, forget it. It just I don't know. It was like my brain I remember how I felt that day. I was like my brain is frying. It's
yeah.
like I felt like my head was warm because I was like, how the fuck? Like, how do I do this?
And
Like,
I even remember because we were doing the edited videos.
yeah,
So I remember the first half an hour because we always paused the video in half an hour and then,
yes.
and I remember I went because I remember that like super vividly. And you were like, I don't know. I
I don't
don't
know what
know
I'm
if we're
doing.
gonna, I don't know if we're gonna like do this or not.
Yeah, I
And
didn't.
I was like, well, but we should keep doing it. And you were like, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep doing it, but I don't know. And I love that painting.
Yeah, it's one of those paintings. It's one of those lessons that paintings can have sometimes. That you hate the lesson because deep down you know it to be true, which is like stick to it. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Like stick to it. Keep going. Keep going.
And the
Keep
thing is
going.
that sticking to it, it's like pain,
Oh, it's horrible.
super painful.
Yeah, it's like
Because it's like you're like creating a deeper hole.
yeah,
You're digging like a deeper
exactly.
hole and hole. And then you could see the light finally.
Hmm.
But no,
And then you fall.
no, because you did that with
And
the
then you
painting. I
stumble.
mean, the painting, I think it was like a terrible to do for
Yes,
you.
horrible.
So it was like a terrible struggle, but it paid off. So
Yeah,
good.
but
I
it's
just,
like what you're saying. It's almost like as if the painting is asking you, you know what? The first 2 hours, 2.5 hours of this are going to be horrendous.
yeah.
Horrendous. But the thing is, like, trust yourself and trust that every single thing you're doing is going to make, that moment possible where just things break open.
Even
Like,
if 4 hours or no,
oh,
eight
that one
hours
got,
pass, yeah.
that one, I feel that painting, like, um, sort of came together like I don't know, like at the very end,
Yeah,
like
because
almost
I was gonna say
half
that.
hour before finishing it.
Because I was gonna say that the struggle with those specific paintings
Yeah,
is that you keep going and going and going, and it's like, yeah, I know that I'm gonna get somewhere, but when?
I know
Because I don't
exactly.
see it, and I've been sitting here like
Yeah,
it's night already, and I
yeah,
sat down here after breakfast, and I don't see it. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah. That one was one of those.
yeah, and then it's like,
And I don't care what people say. Like I've painted large paintings, complex paintings, multi-figure composition, you know, outdoors, indoors, natural light, artificial light, detailed, simple. It doesn't matter. Like that was probably one of the toughest paintings I've ever painted.
hmm,
I know it to be true.
yeah,
And nobody could ever tell me that's like, oh, but it's like a dumb, like it's a study. Or it's like, oh, it's a I would be like, oh, dude, like living through a painting, through that painting, it felt like, 10 lifetimes.
yeah,
It felt tough. It just felt like everything had to be in the right, like every single thing had to be in the right place. There are paintings, like I'll tell you right now, a ton of these brushstrokes are in the wrong spot, and it doesn't matter. The painting doesn't really depend on any of those brushstrokes to be perfect, to be like exactly where they need to be. Many, many paintings are very forgiving in that sense, where you can, there are moments where you can take chances. There are moments where you can be bold. And by being bold, sometimes you can be off, and it doesn't matter. Like the boldness of it, or the stroke of it, or it just makes up for the fact that you know that you don't have to be super super spot on. In that painting, I felt that there was no way that I could do that painting if none of the if like every one of the decisions that was there wasn't like perfect for the painting. I'm not saying perfect as in, it's a perfect painting, but perfect for the construction of the painting. And in those paintings, and hopefully those are like few and far between because those are very tough to paint, those paintings are so unforgiving.
Hmm.
We've all been there. That it just doesn't work. Like it's either this or like I think if we've all tried to paint like a cute little baby or like a little kid asleep. Oh, those are horrible. Like
Yeah.
one tiny little
They're
change in the
always, yeah,
angle of
like
something, and it's like, hi, this is baby
gremlins.
monster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at Gizmo here. Yeah, it doesn't it's that it was that sort of painting. But I've been luckier with like Samu and Fer when they were little and there's like a sleeping pose. I've been luckier with those that are very unforgiving with the drawing, especially. But this one, no, this one had to be, there was stuff that had to be communicated through brightness, for example. And that's where the toughest part was in this painting. This painting has a lot of like scraping. That the bag of coins, there's
Mm-hmm.
a ton of little scraping going on in the painting because to communicate brightness
Mm-hmm.
is very tough with opaque paint. Very,
Yeah.
very tough. You either have to do it alla prima and just hit everything, or you tell yourself, oh no, I'm going to do this like in three, separate sessions. And you can kind of do that
Yeah.
in an indirect painting with a lot of layers. But since I was looking at that NC Wyeth painting, um, I think I referenced that NC Wyeth painting all throughout the video. NC Wyeth is a genius. Is one of the most genius illustrators ever. He was a genius painter. He was probably one of the most effective illustrators ever. Like he did and in his illustrations, he did exactly what he didn't needed to do. Like he didn't do more, he didn't do less. He did exactly like precisely what he needed to do to communicate the painting that he wanted to communicate. And in this Treasure Island painting, like you're supposed to be feeling like a mound of gold, like this mound of gold, this sort of immeasurable amount of coin, of golden coin. How do you paint that?
Hmm.
That always blew me away. Ever since and I've never seen this painting in real life, but ever since I
Do you
saw
know
that
where is it?
reproduction, I'm not sure. I don't think it's in Brandywine. I don't think it is. I have to look again, but I don't remember it being in Brandywine. So, um, but if you look at this painting, it is so like perfectly solved because the coins that are in kind of shade, in this sort of golden brownish shade, they're just an underpainting. So every single little stroke
Mm-hmm.
is like final. Like you can see the ground, you can see the drawing of all these like little coins, and then he just like slowly started to put opaque paint, and then you know the highlights on the coins that would catch light, and then that was it, and it was perfect. And then
Mm.
the coins that are in the hand, oh my god, it just makes the painting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a genius painting. It's one of
Yeah.
the most. It's probably one of the illustrations that I love the most in all of illustration history. And I had that stupid painting in my mind. So throughout the whole painting, I was thinking, you have to do like exactly what you need to do.
Yeah.
Like you
Not
can't do
less, because
more.
it wouldn't read
Yeah, if you do
like you
less, it
want.
reads like cheap.
And if you do more, it's like
If
you
you do
don't
more,
even know how to read the whole thing.
yeah, and if you do more, it's almost like you set your painting on the way where you're saying, no, it's actually I need to work on this more.
Mm-hmm.
Like the viewer would get a sense that, oh no, this is like caught between, moments. Like it's a start of a painting and it's in development, but it's not really done. And you can get the sense of when paintings feel like that, like entirely.
Hmm.
You can't fool the viewer. If the viewer feels something is just not concluded, like if the idea is not concluded, you feel it. Like
Yeah.
there's no doubt, you just feel it because the opposite is true, that you may look at 4 strokes and you say, oh, wow, that's done.
Mm-hmm.
And we know it to be done. We know it, like, deep down inside. We know that that is finished. Like, that's a culminated thought, and it works. And so I don't know. I think it was like the perfect storm of me having like the best reference that I could ever imagine in my mind. Having like the best sort of North Star, the best light. What do you call that? Light post? No.
Como guiding light?
No, faro.
Oh,
What do you call that? Anyways, like the best guide that I could have asked for in a painting, I think I had. Um, and then, it was just about execution. And,
dice que es lighthouse.
Lighthouse, yeah. So I think everything was like kind of set, in perfect place. But then you have to paint it. And that's where just everything falls apart for us. So I don't know. I don't know. Those paintings are special. I always feel like you never know when you're going to paint those paintings. You can never tell. Because most of our painted lives,
Mm-hmm.
are full of just regular paintings. They can be good, or you can struggle, or they can be bad. But most our lives are just like, oh, okay, this is what I do. This is what I paint. This is what I paint. But you have to be doing those in order for you to finally get to that place where just everything is like perfect, and you can do this perfect little painting. It doesn't have to be grand. It doesn't have to be like, the painting that is going to change painting history. But for you and your process, it's like everything was like set up in place. And I kind of convinced myself, I've always, like, this has been like something I repeat myself constantly, which is that I don't know it. I don't know when that painting is going to happen. It could be 5 years from now. But if it's 5 years from now, I have to be okay with working 5 years towards that painting, that unknown painting. If it's 10 years, if that little painting, if that little bag of coins is going to happen for me 25 years into the future, then I have to be okay with myself saying that thing has to catch me after working 25 years. Like, that thing is only going to appear if I put in a number of years of painting. But the only thing is, and here's the sort of sad truth, is that we don't know how many years that is.
Yeah.
But it has to catch you while you're working. Like, it has to. It's only going to appear if you did all those like little steps to go towards that painting. So I always tell myself, I have to do a ton of these. Like, whenever I do a painting that I'm not fully satisfied with, I always think, okay, this one is one of those paintings that has to exist, so that at some point, like, maybe in my mind, I can think about it like that little bag of coins. But I can think about it like anything. But I don't know what that thing is going to be, 20 years into the future. I have no idea what, maybe, like, when I did the painting of my father with the bare legs, I didn't know that I was eventually going to paint a little bag of coins. I had no idea. So I don't know. This bag of coins just opened like a path for then another painting to happen in the future, where I'm going to be like, I think this is a good painting. Like, where I tell myself, I think this is a good painting.
Or the other, the giant.
Andre was cool. I think the one I did of you in bed, the gray one, because I had to fight. I had to like suffer through that one quite a bit.
And this is not
really
saying
like...
that the other ones are not. As you were saying, I think it's amazing because
no.
in your own process,
maybe one day
there could be like a lot of paintings that people love, and you're like, they were good. But there's one specific that you say,
I'll be honest. The fact that I like something doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It's like me saying I like pizza. That's fine. Like, somebody can come over and say, dude, why did you eat pizza? Like, I don't like pizza. And that's fine. And we could be best friends. That's okay. So if I say, and this could be interesting, like one day we could talk. I mean, we talked about it with the book, but while we were putting together the book, but I could speak about why some paintings that I've done are my favorites. But again, it gives no value to those no extra
No.
value to
It's
those
like
paintings.
sharing your own path.
Yeah, it's just I think it would be a nice story to tell. Like, oh, and I'm sure I would love it if I would say I love this painting. And people go like, "Really?" Like that
Yeah.
painting?
Or if people say like, but why not this one?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And it's
because
like, no, that's a
because that's
good
not the
one, but
point.
that's not.
Yeah,
I
because that's
mean,
not the point.
yeah.
But I would love it if people would be like, "That's not your best. Like that's like a mediocre painting." But there are things inside of me that say like, "Oh no, this was important for me for some reason." But I would love to try and verbalize because I know those things to be true, but I don't know if like if I know why they're important.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that it's like, oh yeah, this is a cool painting. But other than just my gut telling me like, oh, we know what we went through with this one. This one's a good one. I don't know. It doesn't have to be universally good. Who
And it
cares?
doesn't have to be something more than your gut telling you that you
My
had
God.
to your gut.
I
don't know how to
but I
say
like it. I like my gut being my God.
But I said gut, but whatever. Like your gut telling
My
whatever,
God, my
telling
inner
you
God.
that felt different.
That felt different.
Nicolas.
That would be my inner God gut speaking.
I was trying to say something, Nicolas.
I know, but oh, come on.
No,
You
I
painted
know,
a
I get it.
picture. You painted a picture. I have to go with
But
you.
I was trying to say that, I mean, that I think is reason enough.
Yes.
Because, I mean, you are the one painting it. So maybe that is worth 1,000 times more than the end result being something that people love.
No.
So.
No, it doesn't. It means what it means. It's like, it's just, caprice. It's just my brain just telling me, oh, this is cool. This one was cool.
Yeah.
But I've had people love other paintings. We've had this before that I feel like I really struggled through a painting, really, really struggled through a painting. And, oh, do you remember? Well, the cover of the book is literally going to be a painting that I was just so like dissatisfied with. Like, so I tried to paint this like 3 times.
That it was going to be the first painting that was not available for sale because you were like, I'm not going to sell this.
Yeah, I was so annoyed by it. I was so like, I don't
like defeated.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry. I just don't, I can't, I can't. This has been a struggle. I scraped it. I kind of drew it. I didn't see it. I couldn't see what I was doing at the time. I was just like so full of like struggle and rage and like disappointed with myself. And then people started asking, "Oh, are you going to put this up for sale?" And I was like, "No, probably not."
And people's reaction towards it.
Oh my God. I think it's the one painting that I've gotten most responses, like most
comments.
DMs about like,
and comments.
"Hey, when are you going to put it up? When are you going to put it up? When are you going to put it up?" And I ended up selling it to the first person that wrote. And I actually answered to him saying like, I don't see the point in putting it up for sale because I don't know how I feel about this painting. But if I do, like, the painting is yours if you want it.
Yeah, I'm going to let you know if I want it.
And I ended up honoring that because he was the first person to write. But it's also because I started, like, it's not that I saw value when people started writing DMs.
No, but I think
it's just that I
like cleared your mind because you were like in a state of mind that you couldn't even see the painting for what it is.
At that moment, I hated it.
And I told you because I was like, I think it's amazing. Just like try to like cool down and see it.
No, I have a hot head. When I'm there, I'm blind. It's like I am super blind.
Yeah.
So that one, for example,
you did because at the end you were like,
yeah. But that one, for example, if you would have asked me at that moment, what are your favorite paintings? I would have told you I have some favorites, but this is probably my least favorite. And now as everything is settled, looking back, I'm like, no, that was actually a proper cool painting. So much so that it was so like I felt so just pulled into so many different directions with that painting that we thought about it and we were like, what better painting to portray
possibilities
what all these exercises are about that is not about making the best painting, not about making like striving to make great painting after great painting after great painting. Is about putting yourself in a situation where you are going to be like pulled, north, east, like south, west. It doesn't, like, your brain is like saying, I don't know how to do this. I don't know if this is good.
Yeah,
I'm
that
trying to
it's
make
not
this
like,
painting. Was it good?
yeah,
Was it effective?
that
Did
it's
it
not like
work?
following a path.
No, because you
Because it's
don't
like
know
you're
it.
lost. You don't know
Yeah,
where you're going.
you don't know. You can
Because you
only,
scraped, you painted again, you
yeah,
scraped again, you painted, you draw on top, then you
yeah.
scrape, then you painted again, you draw.
Yeah,
So,
it was too much. That
yeah,
one was too much. But then when we thought about it, it's like, what one image could speak about
possibilities.
everything? Like,
Yeah.
and not possibilities in the sense of like, you know, like kitchen sink, like throw everything at a painting and see what works, see what sticks. No, like everything in the sense that, wow, this was a roller coaster.
Hmm.
Like making this was tough. And if we have to, like, I don't know, summarize one into one feeling, what we try to do every single week, let's say, or every single day when we are doing dailies, um, it is that. It is encountering that moment where it's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Hmm.
Like, this is new. Like, choosing these colors is new. Or, oh my God, I thought my drawing was right, but it's off.
Hmm.
Or I thought these values were going to be right, but they're off. Everything is just this constant stepping into like this unknown territory and saying, I don't know how to use my experience to push this painting and make it into something that feels resolved, because this is so unknown to me that I don't know what it means to resolve something. Like I can't spot it even if it's like staring back at me. I can't see it because
Hmm.
it's new. So yeah, I think that was I think that's a that was an like easy and almost like raw response. When we thought of a cover, we were like, yep, this one,
Yeah.
like, it works,
It
it just works.
it was meant
Yeah,
to be.
it just really works, and it's
Yes.
you, which is great, you
No, but
know
I think, I mean, with that specific painting, it wouldn't matter if it was like me or a piece of bread, like a slice of bread or
well, but I think
whatever.
the
Because
struggle that I have when painting you is always particular to you. So, you know, it's always like, I know that struggle
mm-hmm.
always. So I totally associate it with, having met you and having painting intersect with with our lives together. So yeah, that I think that it's a no-brainer. I think that
I
was,
love that that's the cover of our book.
yeah, yeah.
So
Anyways, Daniel Lira, I think we're
so
good. I
I
mean,
think we are,
yeah,
yes.
because I think I could paint more. I don't know what would be the point of painting more. Like, I feel the space now works. Last night when I saw the diagonal here, I was like, that
Oh,
doesn't
but
work.
let me, cause
Yeah, what's that?
no, remember that my camera is there. So
Oh yeah.
now,
So there was a space here. Like, if
mm-hmm.
you look at yesterday's vid, and yeah, from the drawings still, and the underpainting, and the first time we approached the painting, I thought I could make that work. And I was kind of convinced that maybe I could, but it didn't. And last night I was very scared because I was like, if I take this off, and I can't do the tiny things that I have to do to make all this space just feel a little right, just right, then it was stupid to take it off, to paint it away. Um, because I'm risking this emptiness that becomes important. So it had to be empty, but it had to be atmosphere. It had to stay in the back. Um, so I was glad that happened. With the foliage, I was like, oh my God, I'm breaking this into these little brushstrokes. I don't even know if this kind of scrambled little leaves are going to work. By the way, I think Jeremy Miranda has been doing, I mean, Jeremy Miranda is like, Jesus Christ, what a painter. But he's been doing some paintings lately that I'm like, oh Christ. I mean, incredible colorist. gorgeous, like brushy painter, intelligent choices when making those mark makings. Amazing. He has to be one of the most talented painters today. It's remarkable what he can do with like simple choices of color, drawing, like drawn, brushstrokes, like very beautiful placed brushstrokes. I don't mean drawn as in like what I do, like or like Giacometti. I mean drawn in the sense that you can tell that he's drawing with color. Like he's just doing these masses of color that have a very specific shape and drawing and gesture to them. He's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And he was doing foliage. I remember the past couple of days he did a couple of paintings that he was doing foliage, and I was like, oh god damn it! Like that's what kind of cool, interesting, simple shapes of foliage look like. Here I am just making this kind of fluttery thing. Um, so I was starting to doubt that, and then when I placed this, I started to doubt that. This I don't care much about because all I need for this is to echo the redness in the bottom. That was the point of the chair, of the fabric of the chair, but that's it. It just needs to work as a pattern. It doesn't need to be super super like, oh my god, that's like velvet or something like that. Like cuz if if there's a ton of work here and this looks very sensual, then it's going to separate from the molding. So I felt that it had to feel simple and then simple and simple.
Hmm.
Um, but I don't know. I think this is one of those weird paintings that the sum is better than any one of the parts, because when you put all these things together that you're like, is that going to work? I don't like I still look at it and I'm like, is that like in my brain, it's like there's 1,000 reasons why it shouldn't work. And then I step back and I'm like, why does this work? Like
Mm-hmm.
it kind of comes together and I don't get it.
But that's amazing.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think that kind of happens only in paintings. If I'm thinking of like cinema or like photography, or there is something about a painting. And I guess because it's paint and paint sort of homogenizes everything and it becomes like a binder.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have like dissonant ideas, and paint just kind of says, no, let me group you because you're all paint. And it doesn't work all the time because obviously you can do paintings where things are just out of place. But that's what we started talking, like, how do you do a painting where things are meant to be out of place, but it comes together? But it doesn't come together like out of place as in a surreal painting that everything's kind of quirky and or like the space is kind of off and odd,
Mm-hmm.
and you go like, okay, I guess these are the weird rules of this kind of twisting universe that, yeah, these things can happen. There's nothing kind of out of the ordinary here. There's nothing quite uncanny here that is making you feel like, okay, there's this is not quite the real world. Like everything about this is very sensible. Like you can understand foliage and understand the chair and the gilding on the wood and the sunlit portrait. There's It's all stuff that it's like, okay, but for some reason, just composition and putting it together and the way it's all like sort of, because that's the other thing. It's a painting where everything's just, it almost seems like all these little things were better when they all kind of fit. They all had like their space. And it's almost when you have to squish like a sandwich so it fits in your mouth, and you kind of squish it. So it's all like, it's all there. And, it should be so unbalanced, but it kind of works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It
It's one of those.
definitely does.
Yeah, it's one of those paintings that it's like, yeah, I guess that's the cool thing about painting. I just didn't expect it. So, anyways, I've been talking for like an hour straight. So, yeah, terrible.
But what's new?
Um,
No, Nicolas, what you're
oh,
saying,
what's
'cause
new
you were
about me
saying,
talking like an
yeah,
idiot? Oh, no,
not like
nothing.
an idiot.
Oh, I am an idiot. But
No, I don't think
no,
you talk like.
nothing. Nothing.
Be
No.
careful, because the camera's like super low.
Oh, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I didn't see it.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's it. I think we're good.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for joining us
Yes.
for this painting
Yes.
and for the whole week,
yes.
for joining us in a Friday.
Yes.
We'll see you on Monday.
yeah, we're gonna start a new one.
Yeah.
Maybe, people have been enjoying these. They've been writing a lot about how they appreciate the thinking through,
Mhm.
thinking through a drawing stage, thinking through an underpainting stage, and then hoping that, all these things kind of come together in the painting stage. People like that. And I've liked it. I
Mhm.
think I needed it, like I expressed it some videos ago.
Mhm.
So if it ain't broke, I'm going to keep doing it.
Mhm.
So
Well,
uh,
and I think what matters the most is that you feel like that's what you need to do.
I think so.
So,
I think so. I think the paintings would show if I was bored with it or if it
yeah,
didn't
no,
make
exactly.
sense.
But what I'm trying to say is that keep doing the things you feel like you need to do.
Yeah.
If that means going to a small format, large format, one session, 10 sessions, whatever
Oh, don't
you
stretch it.
feel like you want to do.
Yeah.
Not stretching it.
10 sessions. Oof.
Well, I was exaggerating.
A little bit. I mean,
So,
no, I mean, I've got plenty paintings of
well,
10
this one's
sessions,
a
but
5 sessions.
it's a 5-parter. Yeah.
Yeah.
One,
So,
two, three. Yeah. 4, 5. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
yeah. So, yeah, that's it. Do you want to say goodbye?
Um,
So we
I
have a
love that. I love that pause. No, of course I can say goodbye.
web page.
Okay, so I guess I'm not
No,
saying
no, go,
goodbye.
go, go.
Uh, so thank you if you were live with us. This was a shorter live, but it was. I didn't know how long it was going to take me. I knew there was not a ton to do, but I figured, if we have the chance to like hang out with people today for just a little bit, that's cool. Um, but if you are new, thank you. Um, if you have been with us for a long time, but maybe you haven't subscribed, um, yeah, I mean, it doesn't make an enormous difference for us in the sense that it's not like we're getting paid more if you subscribe. So we have no reason to like push our channel in that sense. But the thing is, we like to hang out with people when we do our lives, and I think part of why this channel works is because there is a cool community that works alongside us. Like
Yes.
we are working and you guys are working or you guys are watching something, but it just feels like we can keep each other company, and
Mhm.
that's what makes it cool. So if you subscribe and you ring the bell, then you're going to be notified when we go live, and you can hang out with us, whenever you have that bit of free time. Um, we have a storefront, and because we are sort of not tied with what happens with our channel, which is very freeing. So that means that we don't have to do, we don't have to look for ads or for people to sponsor us. We don't have to do any of that. In fact, we don't do that at all. Um, but because we, I mean, in some way, we kind of refuse to approach those things right now. We love that we are a small channel, which means that we have to look, elsewhere at trying to keep, what we do alive. And we've been managing for, it's going to be 3 years to do
Yes.
that with everyone's help. And that has been probably the most amazing and humbling part of all of this, which is that if it wasn't for people like everyone that's listening, this channel wouldn't be. We wouldn't be able to do this. I mean, we probably could have like withstood some months of like doing it ourselves, but after a while, just it would have been very very difficult to maintain. Um, but the reason we're able to do this and make it free for people, and hopefully there are interesting conversations about painting and about the not only just the painting, like formal aspect of the construction of a painting, which can be super interesting, but also what goes around a painting, like all the thought process that comes from trying to begin a painting to at the end, like I was talking about today, trying to put into words why a painting works even though it feels so interesting and weird. I think those things are super super cool to talk about, to have a space like that dedicated to talking about things like that. I think it's super interesting. Um, we do this. We try to do this almost every day, which is really cool. But it happens because the source of our income becomes the willingness of people to say, "Hey, that's a cool painting, and I'm going to buy that painting." And that's what we have in our storefront. Is just every single painting that we've done, we put it there for sale, and if people find it interesting, if they have felt moved by a particular painting, if you have enjoyed maybe what happened, and you just want like a reminder of of um these things that happened during a painting, and you were like, oh, this was so fun, like we had a conversation about this and this and this, like I remember Elaine loving that we had put Elaine's name in the top of the Renault 4 painting,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a car that she used to have years ago, and she was like, I am part of this conversation. This car is part of my life. Like, this has to be my painting.
Or
So
the
there,
maybe baby
yeah.
cake.
So right. So there are weird reasons for us to connect with paintings or with works. So I think that's just speaks about like the bond that we can have as a community, which is really awesome. And as always, we say that we try to also follow like the very thing that we ask of people when we ask them if they could support us. We try to also support other artists, and with purchasing their works. We just got AJ's lino cut, which is
Mm-hmm.
absolutely gorgeous. We adore AJ, and we love that she's doing print work. So we asked for a copy, and she was gonna send it, like, uh, and no, we were like, no, 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 we are purchasing. Like, we want to be one of these first people that want to support you purchasing one of your first prints. We also got, this is a Matthew Dunn. Matthew's like super cool. He posted a Galactus in his Instagram, and I thought it was one of the cooler Galactus that I've ever seen. Probably the coolest I've seen is John Paul Leon, but I adored this one. I adored it, and I adore it because look at the Silver Surfer here. Look at that.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's like nothing. It's perfect. And his technique is just so gorgeous. We were talking about it. He became so prolific with Pilot, like parallel
Un
pens.
poquito más para abajo.
I don't want it to get
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
paint on it.
No, no, no. That when you move your hand,
Yeah.
it's out of
But
focus.
he's tremendous. And I think his name is Matthew Dunn, Dunn. This is like a postcard, but it gives you an idea of what he does. That's a cool ass Boba Fett. His prices are accessible, I feel. He also sent this really cool drawing. We got, I haven't shown the Wilby book, but of course we got like a Wilby sketchbook when he put those out, when he was printing these out. Of course we
Mm-hmm.
got one. There are a couple of pieces, that we didn't get them today. I was hoping that we could get delivered our Jennifer McChristian today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so waiting for that. That's amazing, but it's gonna be Monday, I guess. We can't control that. Um, this was actually sent to us, which is very cool, and we have to send Kim Jung Gi one of our books now. The thing is, when Kim Jung Gi does a book, Jesus Christ, he does a book like this is probably 1,200 pages long. He's insane. But he did a little drawing for us.
Yeah.
So I have no idea what this thing is.
I
It's
love it. It's like the monster
oh my God, it's perfection.
painter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I love how he has to draw the names, not because he doesn't write with this alphabet. So he has to like look at it and draw it. And it's incredible. I love that he has to do that. But he actually sent this to us because from the beginning he was like, "Oh, I want to send you a book."
To you, to you.
No, us. It's always us.
No, you're too kind, but this is to you.
It's always us. And you have a surprise, but we're gonna hold on to that for next week. So hopefully next week.
Well, now that you say it, I should show it. The thing is that I told you, don't say it at the beginning because I haven't write to her because I got it just while we were setting up the camera.
Yeah. But no, we can
Okay.
wait for next week.
Okay,
That's
but I
totally
love that
fine.
you were like, yes, I'm not gonna say it, and
I'm
now
not gonna
you're
say
saying
anything.
it.
No, but I think it was very beautiful what you did,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing opportunity, and I thought it was
Yeah.
incredible.
No. So
And I
just to
was-
give a little context, because we're being like super.
Oh, we can be coy. We can be like vague.
No,
Yeah.
the thing is that there's an artist that we both enjoy a lot, and we were watching Instagram.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, a couple of weeks ago,
Maybe. Yeah.
and we saw a painting that we loved
Oh, beautiful.
so much,
Yes.
and I wrote to her.
Yeah.
Her name is Bethan Moran.
Yeah. One of the
Her
best.
Instagram is Pasmeche. I don't know
Yeah.
how to say
It's probably
Pasmesh.
past mesh.
Pasmesh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. She was. Well, you can go ahead, but
No. And it's the painting's called Dream Place,
love it.
and
Oh,
it is amazing. And I contacted her because we wanted to have it,
yes.
and I told her I want to buy it, and she was like, "Oh, Danny, that's amazing, but can I ask? Maybe can we do an exchange? I don't know how to call that.
Yeah.
So maybe you can send one of your carvings and I would send the painting." And I was like, yeah, but I mean, I don't have anything right now, but I can do one for you. And I usually don't do that, but I think, I mean, I really wanted that painting, and I think she's super talented.
Oh my
And
god.
I was like, you know what? Yes, let's
She
do
is,
it.
She is one of the most talented, plein air painters I've ever seen.
Yeah,
She
and I
is
have to say,
just out of this
no,
world.
and she was so kind because she sent a box with the painting and presents
For everyone. Yeah.
So there's like Cheetos and Doritos and candies for
Oh.
Samu and Fer.
Oh, they were like,
Because there was a
who is
letter.
she? She's the coolest person
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah. Fer was so happy.
Oh yeah.
She was like, "Who is she? Who is she?" She did a like an embroidered crop top for me that says "Our Painted Lives, Nicolas and Danny."
Very nice.
And she gave me some shorts.
Beautiful.
And I mean, there was the letter, and there's something I forgot the name of the thing,
It's weird. We have to look into that.
which is kind of a telescope for the blood cells.
I have
I
no
don't know
idea
what it
that
is, but I'm
means,
so
yeah,
into
we gotta,
it.
We
I
gotta
mean,
look
I'm
into
super excited to see it, and she's just so kind. So
Yeah.
I've been working on the carving. I told her, and she was fine because it takes me a bit to do it, but she's so good, and she was so sweet. So we'll be showing that on Monday.
Yes.
Or-
Yes.
Or should I bring it?
If you want.
Yeah. So
The thing is, like, no, you were feeling weird because it literally, we just got it before starting, and you just
We were
opened
setting
it. You were
things up.
excited. We
yeah, and I told you like I don't want to like talk about it before I write to her.
Oh, but she's
like letting her
maybe
know.
she's listening, so maybe she,
Maybe.
this is the moment where.
No, and if she's listening, I mean, thank you. We were so
Oh my
happy.
god, so moved.
I
It's
have
amazing.
yeah, I have some photos of Fer eating the Doritos.
I think Samu was
No,
the
no,
Doritos.
the Cheetos, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Cheetos.
Yeah. Because she was, I mean, we had lunch, and Fer was like, "Okay, I'm done. Can I have something else?" Because she just wanted to to have them. And I've heard some things while we were here
Oh,
in
they
live stream.
attacked
So I
the,
think
oh
they
my
attacked
God.
the
Oh, come on.
Jolly
Samu?
Ranchers.
Oh, Samu and Ver, come on.
So
That. So do you
oh,
wanna,
so let me, because Gio was saying, can you maybe type her Instagram? Of course. So it's this one, and I'm gonna bring super quickly the painting, which is crazy good. I love it, and it's tiny, which I love even more.
So I think she explained to me something I already forgot,
What?
because her paintings, I remember that I wrote to her saying in one particular painting that she was doing outdoors,
Mm-hmm.
and she takes these like huge canvases outdoors, and she
This one,
paints.
no. This one's like a tiny.
Oh, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's incredible. But she and I told her, oh, this totally reminds me of Bastien Lepage
Mm-hmm.
and like the Joan of Arc painting, for example. All the
Mm-hmm.
foliage and all the things that are in like the Joan of Arc painting, which is incredible. And she was like, well, Pasmèche is something. It has to something to do with Lepage, and she explained it to me, and I have to look again because I forgot what. But it felt incredible because
Amazing.
her painting just immediately remind me of that. Uh, and she was like, of course, of course that's you know this is somebody that I look up to, and I just felt like connected immediately. Like that painting is probably one of my top 5 paintings at the Met. So when I saw her, and then when I started seeing like everything she would do and how
Crazy.
she just goes outdoors and paints these things like, you know, in the middle of nature, it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
absolutely crazy.
Beautiful.
She has to be one of the most talented painters,
Yes.
alive right now.
So let me
She's incredible.
bring
so,
it super quickly.
yeah. We're going to wait for Danny. I can hear Danny scrambling. She's opening something. I think she's eating Doritos. No, I was just saying how you were eating Doritos, or like your hands are gonna be all orange. Should I
So
take
first
this
I'm
off?
gonna show it here so
Yeah, it's
you
better,
guys
probably.
can see
Oh, now you have a
the
cool
size.
camera, so
The size of it, but then you can show it there.
I feel bad
So-
because this is fresh, so I don't want
It
to.
is so good. No, you can't even. Well, you can focus that. Let me take this because we have like the. Let me see.
Make your camera really big and show it there, because I think that camera is pretty cool. So
Okay.
yeah, just
Gonna
for that
be
one
weird.
shot. Yeah. No, come on.
Big
Danny
Daniela.
pores.
Yeah. Maybe you guys can see it here. It is so good. So
beautiful.
good.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I think she did this one and another one that's actually
and a
bigger.
bigger one, yeah.
But we love
we-
the
we
small.
love
like
this
always,
one.
we love the smaller one. Like
Yeah. So maybe we can show it here.
sure. I'll be careful. I promise. Oh my god. Oh no. It's gorgeousness. Absolutely. Beautiful.
And I brought.
And this is her framing. So we love when people just say, "Hey, I want my painting to be this." Like show it like this. It's like we totally honor that.
And so this is the kit, and it's called the Fold Scope instrument. So we're gonna build it
Yeah?
because I wanted to say the name right. We're gonna build it maybe tonight
Tomorrow?
or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yes, but she was super super kind, and the painting is absolutely stunning.
Oh, it's insane.
We love it.
It's amazing.
So yeah, so I have to end to finish my carving,
Yeah.
which I've been working on, but it takes me quite a bit. So
Yeah.
But
Oh, I
yeah.
forgot.
what?
AJ was our
AJ?
mystery donor of the paper.
Of the paper,
Yeah,
yeah.
AJ, of
So
course.
yeah, mystery solved.
Yeah, was the one that was sending us the Arsh paper.
Yeah.
So we got to give that one a try.
Yes.
And next week, I'm hoping that we can get our Jennifer McChristian. There's another painting that is going to be a surprise for you.
For me.
Yeah, I got one for a surprise for you.
Oh.
I hope
Thank you,
I hope you like
Coquito.
it. I think we just got it
I think
in
you
our
know
PO
me.
box.
You know me.
No, you're gonna like.
so,
You're
so
gonna really
well.
like.
So maybe I'm gonna love
You're
it.
gonna, but I don't know if you would want to show it to everyone. Ooh, that's a mystery.
What?
It's gonna make sense when you see it. And that's gonna be it for us today. But yeah, so I think next week we're gonna be able to get those. We say next week because we usually have these shipped, the paintings shipped to our PO box in the US because it's easier for people. Shipping would be easier for them, if they're shipping inside the US. There's a better guarantee that we're gonna get everything, even though Bethan sent this box.
Yeah, because I gave her our address.
Yeah, and got everything.
And I
got
was
here.
so scared because you were like, "Oh, things sometimes don't get here," and I was like, "No."
Yeah, and
because I already had like the tracking
we didn't
number.
Even know that it was going to be full of candy and Doritos.
Yeah.
So it was amazing.
Amazing.
It
but
got
to be
here
honest,
perfectly.
I mean, I've been lucky because the Benjamin Bjorklund,
it
was shipped. Oh, but it was
no,
FedEx.
But he FedExed it.
Yeah, it was FedEx.
He FedExed it.
So.
Yeah. So when they get there, when they get to our PO box, they actually are opened. They're checked to see if there's anything weird.
Which makes sense. I mean,
yeah. When shipping stuff to Colombia, like you kind of have to. And then they ship them here, which takes a couple of days after they check everything. And then we get, we have to pay taxes, of course, and that's totally fine. But after it gets here, we get a bill sent to us, and we pay for whatever money we have to pay, and then it gets shipped to us. But
yes.
it's a very honestly, it's like a guarantee. You have to pay for it, but it's like we can rest, well knowing that the painting is going to be fine and it's going to get here. So I think next week we're going to have a couple of cool things that we have.
Now I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want to know what it is.
No,
I'm
you
terrible
can't.
with surprise.
I know, because I know that you have no idea, because when I saw this, immediately thought of you, and you're going to understand why. I thought it was amazing, so I'm very curious to see it too. But I never showed it to you. I never said, "Oh, look at this," or
no, you're making me
look
want
at
to
her,
see it
look
right
at
now.
him.
I'm not gonna
No.
be able to sleep, Nicolas. You know
you're
me.
gonna be fine. Don't worry. But I think you're gonna like it.
It's gonna keep me awake.
And remember this. This is another clue. I think it's gonna be very challenging for me. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Challenging in one sense.
I can't. I can't elaborate on that. The mystery thickens.
Mystery chickens?
Well, yeah, sure.
So, thank you, everyone. This was
That's the mystery chicken.
The longest goodbye.
Yeah.
But
did we lose people?
We have like 4 people here with us. But no, I'm joking.
Love
I'm joking. And I love that people were saying, like Roslyn, Gil, Nicola, they were saying that they really liked Bethan's work.
Oh, she's incredible.
So I'm happy that you guys like it. It's so good. So good.
Incredible.
So yeah, again, remember the painting's going to be available in our webpage at ourpaintedlives.com.
Yes.
If you want to join us, it would be amazing if you could subscribe. We have social media if you want to check them out. And we'll see you on Monday.
Bye,
everyone.
Bye.